Yes, sir. We're officially back at it. This is Boog Nice coming at you with the Articulated Comic Book Art Podcast. Episode 52. Got quite a few of the homies with me. Colonel Crackers, my man Jake.
Yo.
We got Rick Don. We got Rectangular. Pharaoh Black is lurking around here somewhere, like Sirius Black. I guess he'll pop in a moment. We got two Ricks.
Look at that, cloning themselves.
Two Ricks. But yeah, man, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. A lot of stuff happened over the past week. I just saw something about some new Fox release date for movies, so we could talk about that. I think we got an agenda though. I'm all over the place, but
Hey, but that's on the agenda that I had in mind actually.
Oh, okay. So that's cool. Colonel, you could take it away about what you got this week. I gotta run to the kitchen real quick as usual.
Do it, Colonel. I mean, maybe he's not going to do it. I don't know.
That's Colonel with a K. I don't know why he always forgets to mention that.
Colonial?
Colonial. Colonel.
I don't know much about English.
Hey, man, I'm Mexican. Even less with me.
Fabio.
Man, those are some great pickups, man. I'm liking it.
You guys still hear me okay?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, you're good.
So, he was having problems. So, Ricardo, what, you didn't end up going to the convention this weekend either, did you?
No, I mean, I figured, Dallas and David Walton were going to be able to make it, and neither was JC, so I was like, what's the point?
If JC ain't there, it ain't lit enough, I feel you.
Man, if I can't be there with my Hermes, there's no...
Can you guys hear me okay now?
Yep.
There you are.
There we
go. Clear as a East LA bell, my friend.
Are those clearer than like East Coast ones, or like how does that work out?
Yeah, it's got all that smog to travel through.
Boom.
Yeah, Rick,
Oh,
how would you know that? You live in
the desolation of smog almost.
Rick lives in the Bay Area. He doesn't know anything about that.
It's clean up
Shots
here.
fired.
We got fucking trees everywhere.
I've been to LA.
In one cluster. That's it.
Photosynthesis, fam.
So what'd you pick up this week, Fabio?
Not a whole lot. I'll start out with the wrestling stuff so me and Rick can connect for a moment. I got the Enzo and Big Cass battle pack with the NXT microphones. Pretty neat.
Nice.
Yeah, nothing special. What else did I get? It was a buy one get one 40% off all WWE stuff at Toys R Us. So I got Big Boss Man to go with it just to get that discount. What else? I used my coupons, like a $20 coupon for Rewards R Us, and I got the NECA Gizmo, the Ultimate figure, for $5, and it was 10% off on Thursdays as well. So, it worked out nicely. I got it for like $5. And then the last Loot Crate Loot Crate DX actually that came out apparently had a few NECA exclusives inside, so I had to go on eBay and pick those up retroactively just for funsies.
What were they?
It was a Reactor Glow Godzilla.
Okay.
So it's like a glow-in-the-dark Godzilla, basically.
Yep.
And then a early release version of the Jungle Demon Predator from like the 30th anniversary collections coming out in like 3 months.
Yep.
This is just an early release, basically. It's exactly the same, except it has a Loot Crate sticker on it, and it's awesome.
Oh, snap.
But luckily, I didn't get them for too much. It actually wasn't for the combined cost of the two exclusives, because they both came in one box. The combined cost was about as much as like a Loot Crate subscription anyway, so that's fine because I don't really care. That's honestly about it, though. I haven't really been picking up too much of anything these days, so I'm going to pass it over to Jake.
Yo. Speaking of wrestling, I got to pre-order the Storm Collectibles Hulk Hogan.
Ooh, yeah, I did that too.
Yeah,
Very excited for that.
Yeah,
Cannot wait. I hope that leads to other figures. I don't got my hopes up because I know their licenses are limited. But if we can at some point get a 6-inch Mike Tyson, that's all I really want in my life. Especially with how popular his cartoon was. I cannot think of Mystery Inc. or Mystery Adventures or something.
Right.
I would kill for some Mike Tyson figures.
I was surprised how cheap that Storm Collectibles Hulk Hogan was.
It was $35. Now
$35.
that's what sold me, because originally I thought it was going to be a Mezco type price. You know what I mean? And
Or,
especially because the 1/6 scale one retails at $250. So I'm figuring this is at least has to be 75 to 100. And then when it I think also because, to be honest, Ringside Collectibles, they sell volume, like crazy volume.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah,
I think they were
it's
able to
one of
lower
those
the
things.
price.
It's one of those things where, like, if you're not in the wrestling figure community, you don't understand just how much power that website has.
Oh yeah, for real. It's crazy. It probably does more sales than Big Bad Toy Store and Toys R Us combined. It's crazy.
Which
Yeah,
site?
if you told me that, I would believe you. They're
It's
pretty
Ringside
nuts.
Collectibles, Todd.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And I also used a coupon that somebody on Instagram posted, and I got an additional 10% off. So I ended up paying about like $33 altogether, $32.
Damn.
Anyway, Jake, keep going.
Yeah, so I got that, and then I pre-ordered the new. I don't know if any of y'all really mess with 1/6 collectible stuff. I don't really buy a whole lot of it, but Black Box, they have a line called "Guess Me" is the title. It's basically third-party incarnations of 1/6 scale figures that we'll never see, and I just pre-ordered the Daniel Craig Spectre James Bond. I love that movie. Well, I don't necessarily love Spectre. I really like Skyfall more. But regardless, it's the same dude. So I pre-ordered that as well. I think that might be it because I owed taxes this year, so that was pretty much it. Though I at some point want to try to bolster up and get into video games. I've been looking at PS4 stuff, but I'm not about to dive in there yet. So that's it for figures, though, just those two, and none of them came in yet. So that's the worst part. The wait for that Hogan, though, man, June. I'm anticipating that thing. That's a long wait.
Yeah, it's I'd seen my friends posting up that it went up on, like, all the wrestling pages and shit.
Yeah.
And I was just kind of like, oh well, I'll just maybe I'll skip it, because I was thinking to myself, like, man, these Storm Collectibles toys have not been that cheap, and I've been ordering a lot of shit.
Yeah.
And then my friend hits me up like, dude, you don't got $35? And I was like, what the fuck do you mean $35? And I go back and look, and I was like, oh shit. And I ordered it immediately.
Absolutely. At that price, even if you don't intend to keep it, like, you know what I mean? If as like a safeguard, just pre-order it now, because it's gonna go up in price later on. It's a sick figure. It uses the same style articulation as their Mortal Kombat and can't think of the other line, Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter line. You're doing yourself a disservice by not pre-ordering that figure. Absolutely. Even if you don't mess with wrestling, it's gotta be a good figure.
I mean, like I said, I was fully anticipating the price to be at like $79.99 or like $75.
Absolutely.
And I was just like, damn, man, I really want to off. And then when I found it was $35, I was like, come on, man, this is fucking ridiculous. This is as much as, like, a hard to find legend, pretty much.
Absolutely. And the thing about this is this is the one Hogan that everybody who collects has been gunning for, especially because Mattel won't release one.
Yeah, exactly.
This is perfect. They really did. Man, like, this was the perfect marriage of things to happen. Ringside getting it and Storm happening, and Storm still having the Hogan license for some reason, probably because it's dirt cheap. But yeah, just it worked together. It's a cool time to be a collector for sure.
And like you said, it's the most desirable version of Hulk Hogan that there is. Everybody fucking loves Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
The only other one I could ever think of being released next, if they were to ever do it, would probably be the what do you call it, the WCW, and then after Hogan dropped the NWO gimmick, the red yellow pants type shit when he had the bandana still and all that, the quote unquote hero Hogan. That's the only other one I can see being worth anything, and I really smartest one to do by far. And I don't know. I would like to see them continue with that further. I don't know how murky the water is for producing maybe other wrestlers if they get those licenses, because I know the way Hogan worked was it was a direct deal with him rather than having to go through WWE or any of the other estates he was tied to. Which is crazy, because that's like I don't know where I'm going with this, but you know what I'm saying. Like, I don't think we'll see this lightning strike twice. I think this is the only time we'll see it, but I hope for more.
Well, you're not wrong. If you notice on the figure, there's no actual use of the NWO logo on there.
No, not even World Heavyweight title, nothing. Yeah. So, I mean, the only people I can think of that would still... Razor Ramon still owns his own gimmick, so Scott Hall could sign off. But again, who's buying that? You know, it's really Hulk Hogan, and that's it.
No,
maybe
right. the way to go is definitely to shrink down some of the other dudes they have, like Muhammad Ali or
Tyson. I would buy every version of Tyson and not think twice, even if it was at a because obviously the price is cheaper because it's on ringside. If I had to pay, I'd go ahead and say 65 to 70 for a super articulated 6-inch Mike Tyson, like the undisputed one coming out with the 3 titles. I'm there with bells on for the 12-inch version. I'd be more excited for a 6-inch.
Yeah, and you know, it's one of those things where when they do the 6-inch version, because I it has to happen. You know, it has to happen, at least in my opinion. You know, you ask what I think is that it's going to have to happen.
I thought Storm Collectibles was 7-inch.
Oh, what they're quote unquote true 1/12 scale in their own mind. So, like Ryu and I guess Sub-Zero because he's you know, I guess from a different realm and stuff. That's their own version.
Those figures as big as hell.
They are.
Yeah,
they're NECA sized almost. You know, not quite.
I tell people if you want something to fit in scale with any of your other lines, don't buy Storm Collectibles.
Yeah. Pretty much.
They're bigger than the NECA. Like, well, as far as the Street Fighter figures go, they're bigger than the NECA Street Fighters.
Yeah, they're definitely bigger than the SH Figure Arts as well.
Oh yeah, they dwarf them
right now.
Are the figure arts? What are they? Are they 5 inches? Is that what I'm hearing? Like I know
they're like right under 6 inches. Like right.
I want to tell you that they're true 6-inch scale.
I mean, I don't know how tall Ryu is, but I mean, I like figure arts. I like Storm Collectibles. I haven't obviously messed with the figure arts one yet. I've messed around with the Storm Collectibles figure before, not necessarily Ryu. So I'd like to see. I like Street Fighter. That's a good license to have. But man, I love the fact that they're doing Hogan. I'd like to see more wrestlers, but that probably never happened.
Yeah, just think of other wrestlers that WWE or Mattel would never do, and those could be possible.
That's what I'm thinking. Let's get a new Vader. Let's go. Come on, Storm.
Yeah, let's get a Vader. Let's get a Chris. You know.
Absolutely. Let's get the whole Spare Squad. I'm down.
Yeah, let's do it.
Got this.
Mickey.
Yeah, the figure arts Street Fighter figures are just a little bit smaller than the Soda ones, and then the Storm Collectibles dwarf both of them.
But Storm Collectibles is smaller than like the Play Arts Kai ones, right? Because Play Arts Kai are like 9 inches.
Yeah, those are 9-inch scale.
No, Play Arts Kai aren't 9 inches. They're like 12 inches.
Really, I've never messed with the Street
Depends on the.
It
kind of depends on the character.
I own them.
They're between 9 and 12.
I know, like some of the Batman ones, they dropped it.
Like if you have Street Fighter Sakura is like 9 inches. If you have Ryu is like 10.5, 11 inches. If you have Guile. Because of the hair, he's practically 12 inches tall.
That's the hair matters. Johnny Bravo taught me that. I got you.
Yeah,
it's one of the things that everybody holds against that company is the fact that they cost so much money and they're almost the same size and price as a hot toy. It's pretty ridiculous right now with that brand.
Yeah. The only thing I've seen from them lately I like is that Doctor Strange.
What are we gravitating to?
This Storm. All day. I like the detail in Storm Collectibles. That looks crazy.
What are you gonna scale them with besides other Storm Collectible figures?
Absolutely nothing, and that's the point of my collection. Is I don't necessarily do a lot of crossovers. I'm kind of cool with them just being in their own line.
Mm-hmm.
I think the thing that gets these going for them is the fact that you know, this is like a video game. So, you know, you pair them with other things in the video game, and they're not actually the costumes from Marvel vs. Capcom. So if you were to do those pictures, it actually wouldn't look right. It wouldn't be accurate at all.
Right.
No, these are strictly Street Fighter V costumes. But
yeah, Street Fighter V's costumes are very, very specific, and some of them are pretty different. So it's one of those things where if you want Street Fighter figures, to me at least, the ones to go with are Storm Collectibles if you don't care about crossing over. But if you want to cross over, those SHF look pretty fucking good. We saw Seth Fowler post a picture of Chun-Li's ass My God.
Yeah, they got the booty sculpt going on. First Harley and now Chun-Li.
Yeah,
Yeah, those SHF should fit in nice with your what the fuck, the soda ones.
They're smaller,
almost,
No,
they're
I mean, these soda figures are dwarfing SHF too.
hold on. Let me show you.
Yeah, there's pictures of all across the lines together too. Pull it up, Todd.
Here's Ryu.
Okay.
Pretty
And this
damn
is the Soda
close.
one in the figure arts?
Soda on the left, figure arts on the right.
Wow, that Soda one. Looking odd.
Look at how big those fucking soda feet are.
Gee, yeah. Stomping out forest fires. That's crazy.
Yeah, man, this dude is rocking some size 18 straight from Ross.
Him and Greg wear the same size shoes. That's dope, man. That's cool.
I'm good on the Storm collectible Street Fighter figures. I'll probably grab a couple of the Mortal Kombat joints, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and stick with the figure arts for the Street Fighter figures, man.
That's something that sucks too, is because I just completed collecting the Mortal Kombat figures. Can't think of who just did them last, but whatever that line was, I just completed it.
It was Mezco.
Yes, and I loved those figures, and I finally got all of them, and now it's like, boom, here's another line to collect from the beginning, a hard reboot. At least the costumes are more OG, but the fact that this Mortal Kombat switches hands consistently, that's the only thing.
It just hasn't been a big seller, apparently. I mean, Mezco kind of let it go because it wasn't selling for them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know, it was one of those things where I don't remember who did the interview with Mezco where it got really awkward. Where they were like, well, you know, the reason it wasn't successful is because you changed it to 5 inches and lost articulation. They were just kind of like, you piece of shit. And I mean, it's honest and very true critiques. You know, you completely change the scale and you take away the articulation. Like, what do you expect?
Right. That's a weird thing. That's like when what was it, Jack Specific did the Street Fighter 3 3/4 inch and they fell apart all the time. I don't know why companies will get a license.
Oh, that was actually Jazzwares.
Jazzwares, yes.
Yeah,
garbage figures.
Man, that's a funny thing that you mentioned that. I got a great story for those figures.
I'm ready.
I went to Toys R Us and, you know, being the Street Fighter stan that I am, I see them and I'd never seen them before. I got solicited, so I buy them all. I take them home, and like you just said, they all fucking come apart. I mean, they don't break, but like they're all ball joints everywhere, and it was just falling apart. And I was like, dude, fuck this! I just spent like $70 on like three 2-packs. I'm fucking returning this. I go into Toys R Us. I tell the guy, this guy, I'll never forget his name. His name was Duck, D-U-C. And I'm like, hey, man, these figures broke on me. I want to return. I'm not going to be paying $70 for broken figures. And the guy looks at me and he's like, you're too rough with your toys.
Wow.
And I was like, no, man. I was like, I know what you're saying. I was like, that's not the case here. These just suck. And he's like, how dare you say that the product we carry sucks? There's no way. It's your fault. And I was like,
I'm taking it to Shaolin Showdown.
Yeah, and I was just like, no, man, no. I was like, if I go back there right now, I was like, and I open up another one, I was like, they're gonna break too. It's not just me. And he's like, you know what we're gonna do, buddy? And I was like, okay, let me know. And he's like, you know what we're gonna do, buddy? We're gonna go back there right now. We're gonna open up a pack right in front of you. And if I play with the toys and they don't break, you have to take them and you don't get no refund. But if they break, I'll give you a refund. And I was like, all right, man, let's do it. I was like, I feel super confident because they're going to fucking break on you too. He opens up the pack and he takes them out of the blister and they fucking come apart. He picks up just the torso. The limbs are stuck in the package. And I was like, I told you, man. And he's just, he looks at me with the fucking angriest face I've ever seen. He slams the $70 on the fucking register. And he's like, now get the hell out of my store. And he told me I was banned from the store. I was never allowed to set foot in that Toys R Us. He was just losing his mind. And the lady behind me was just like, Jesus Christ.
Damn.
And later on, I called back because he kept telling me he was the manager. I called back. He wasn't the manager. And I think he got fired because of it.
Nice.
Aaron Bird, real quick, got him. Wow.
This guy, man, he lost his mind. He was just, you are liar, swindler, get out of my store.
Well, before we move on from this topic, let me just call attention to the SHF one. It's got some really nice like texturing going on in the gi here, compared to the Storm's a little bit more flat. And just to involve the audience,
it's completely the other way.
What? Yes.
No, I'm talking like right here, here, the actual gi. Not, you know what I'm saying right here.
No, I don't. I'm gonna have to ask you to explain this one. I don't.
There's definitely a wash on this on the collectibles. There's a paint wash, so it's bringing out the texture more. Yeah.
I'm talking about an actual.
You know what? That is fair. It just seems like there's just no shading there to highlight it.
True, and I mean that's more true to the game though. Is the bright white? I mean, obviously Street Fighter V, it's more dark. But if you're doing like Marvel versus Capcom, that's hella accurate.
Well, these are actually both Street Fighter V.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
The soda had a blue wash on the white figures.
Yeah, Street Fighter V has really heavy shading on their characters.
Right.
So that is definitely one thing that SHF did not feel like doing with theirs, it seemed.
I'll be honest, I had no idea those were Street Fighter V figures. I knew the Storm Collectibles was just by looking at it, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's the head is very alpha looking kind of.
Yeah.
It's not it doesn't look too much like Street Fighter V. But you know they have Rashid coming out and you know and their logo that they use for Street Fighter is Street Fighter V logo.
Okay.
Actually, now that I think about it,
where he has the gi draped around his waist, which a lot of people don't like. I think Boog himself was saying in the interview that he didn't even know why Ken looked like that. It's because it's the Street Fighter V look.
Yeah, I had no clue. I stopped playing Street Fighter after probably like the second or third one. I don't know, after Super NES or something like that. But so yeah, I had no clue. But yeah, I don't think that Storm. For some reason, I just feel like Storm is not going to be able to delve as deep into the character selection as Figure Arts will. I think Figure Arts will take it. I think the fans will support Figure Arts enough for them to take it and push it to the limit. Whereas it's going to be real.
That's one of those things that's going to be interesting that you're mentioning that, because they're both distributed by Bluefin. They're both going to be available in the exact same stores, probably in the exact same shelf as each other. So it really is going to depend on what line the fans back more. If people, for whatever reason, initially take a liking to Storm, then or SHF, whatever it's going to be interesting seeing these two lines go head to head. I actually don't understand how Bandai allowed Bluefin to do that, because they're literally competing with each other, two completely different companies with the exact same license.
You know what's funny too is that I don't know if y'all heard this, but Storm had mentioned the dude from Storm, when I interviewed them, had mentioned that they might show up in Toys R Us. I don't know if you said that already. Did you mention that?
No, that would be crazy.
So he said they might show up in at regular retail at Toys R Us, because I had asked them about how people could order the product right now, how they could get it. Was it solely online that you could get it? He's like, well, hopefully we'll be in Toys R Us. That was like super surprising to me. So
the figure arts for DBZ and WWE have been hitting Toys R Us store shelves. Is Bluefin responsible for that, or is that Bandai directly?
Wait, say that again?
So for Dragon Ball Z and for WWE, their figure arts have actually been hitting Toys R Us shelves already. Is it Bluefin doing that, or is it Bandai of America directly importing?
That is all Bluefin with Toys R Us.
Wow. So there's a huge possibility that these could hit shelves hella soon. Here's the other thing, though. Could they both hit store shelves? Because, again, they're both Bluefin. And figure arts already on the shelves.
Yeah, we've been seeing figure arts showing up in Toys R Us. So, yeah, it's a good possibility that they may show up in stores at the same time, and you'll be forced to make a decision right there in the toy aisle.
Wow, crisis! I like it.
Yeah, I just actually saw the Stone Cold in stores.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, I've seen the Rock. I've seen the Gohan and stuff like that.
Naruto.
Yeah, the Naruto. Yeah.
Actually, if you want to go like a year or two back, we're going farther back. But Power Rangers had a few figure arts that were released in Toys R Us. The Shinkenger ones kept getting re-released. as Power Ranger Samurai. So they've been in Toys R Us for a while, so I can see that happening. But at the price point, that's what's interesting. Is it going to be similar price points, or is it going to be completely different? Because obviously people usually go for the cheaper, especially if they're passive collectors.
Ignoring the bad reputation that Storm Collectibles got off out the gate, if people just ignore that and are just looking at, how can I integrate these? If they already have, let's say, a handful of Soda Street Fighter figures, it makes a lot more sense to go the SHF route, because then you can add them. Because let's face it, those Soda Street Fighter figures are a bitch to find and to pay, out the ass for.
Yep.
If you want to build up your Street Fighter collection and you have a few Soda figures already, your best bet is to go with SHF.
Well,
that's what I said.
I feel like
Storm Collectibles.
Go ahead.
That's what I was saying. Storm Collectibles, I think they kind of shot themselves in the foot, because what are you going to use that you're gonna have to invest in the entire line if you want a Street Fighter collection, or if you want to use them with Mortal Kombat figures or something like that, because there's nothing that scales with them. I mean, you're gonna have you can use NECA figures.
That new Hulk Hogan.
but that's one of those things where me and Jacob were saying earlier that it doesn't need to scale with anything, because it's Street Fighter 5 specifically. Like, you cannot put even if, let's say, it was the exact scale of the Soda figures, you really cannot put them with those figures. The designs and everything is just completely different.
Yeah, but not everybody is a nerd like that. Not everybody is.
If
they just want.
But then you could say the same thing about Marvel Legends when people put completely different era characters with each other. Then
yeah, they do it all the time.
You can say that with scale. If you are not enough of a nerd to care about the different suits and designs and stuff, then who cares about scale? Like, that's where it starts to get murky. It all depends on the person, Yeah,
very specific. They're very specific. Yeah. They're both. I mean, just to be perfectly honest, I'm buying both of these lines, and it's going to be a total bitch.
See, I don't want to get caught up in that. I don't want to get caught up in having to decide between the two. I'm gonna just take a hard line right out the gate and just say that I'm gonna just stick with Figure Arts, man. I don't know. I can't be bothered. I got a whole bunch of other pre-orders and other shit that I want to definitely stick with to be worried about that, and that might actually hurt Storm in the long run, I guess. I don't know.
That is definitely one of the things that's going to hurt Storm, is just the provenance that comes with Street SHF as a line.
Right.
Initially people are going to be very easy to just jump on SH Figure Arts because it's fucking SH Figure Arts. They kill almost everything they do.
Guaranteed banger.
What's the price point on the Storm figures? I know SHF, if you get it directly, it'll be about $45 basically. Something.
I think 60, right, for the Street Fighter ones.
I think like 60 or 65. Yeah.
Yeah.
That Zangief and that what's it called? He goes by M Bison here, right?
Yeah.
M Bison. Yeah.
Zangief is what sold me on Storm, because that looks crazy.
So we went totally left. We
totally went off the rails here.
But real quick, couple things that I got. I got the I was able to grab a couple of figures from the Spider-Man Homecoming wave. I got the Beetle. I actually just went for the comic-based figures. Well, before that, I got the Ultimate Spider-Man and Vulture 2-pack. I did a review for that. If you are here listening to this right now, you probably already saw the review, but if you didn't, it's on my channel. Check it out after we're done with this. And that was pretty cool. It was okay. They definitely should have put all of the interchangeable hands and the head inside of that pack, knowing damn well that a lot of people missed out on that figure. They should have went the distance with that. But I got that, and I got the like I said, the comic based figures from the Spider-Man Homecoming wave, the Beetle, the Tombstone, Cosmic Spider-Man. I passed up on Moon Knight, which is being showed right here on the screen. I think this is KJ's picture, if I'm not mistaken. KJ Bernard, maybe, or is that Cardell Kid?
Right.
But yeah, I passed up on Moon Knight because I just didn't really like him when I got to mess around with him at Toy Fair. I didn't like the cape. I didn't like how the whole cape hood thing is like one piece.
Did you like the Crocs, the shoes?
Yeah, and I didn't like that. The figure looks super like plain. Like I don't know. Like it looks like a freaking toy. Like you know what I'm saying. But looking at it right here, it looks kind of cool actually.
Mm-hmm.
But if you could sit and get like a cloth cape or some shit, then I saw CJ mess around with the old Toy Biz Moon Knight and put a cloth cape on there. It looked pretty cool. But yeah, what would you gonna say, Rick?
It's funny that what you don't like is the cape, because getting him in, what I like is the cape.
I was just gonna say that I'm probably gonna pick this guy up just for the cape.
Well, when you get it in hand,
like I want like a million of these Moon Knights just so I can have every figure with that cape. That cape is the shit. It has a really nice amount of spacing, like all around the body. It's never hindering anything. The head moves perfectly fine in it. Like it is a really strange cape. Like I don't know how to properly voice the fact that cape is the most unhindering cape I've ever messed with a Marvel Legend. It doesn't do anything I don't want it to do. It's very strange. I was pretty shocked when I opened. I was like, "Fuck, this cape is the tits." I don't know. It's really nice. The shoes suck though.
Yeah, that's I commented on Rick's post that the Crocs are the only thing that I had two in my cart last night, and I sat there for like 5 minutes just arguing with myself, like, do I really need? I have the Toy Biz one. Like, do I really need this figure? And I backed out.
Yeah,
now I'm kind of regretting it.
Yeah, if it wasn't for the shoes, I'd be perfectly fine with it. And it's pretty interesting. This figure has a lot of things going on with it, man. That chest piece is like a thin plastic plate on the body, and it's like inserted into the torso. And then the shoulders right there, those white parts, those are gummy, but they look like they're going to hinder you from moving the shoulders up, but they don't because they go into the body. This whole figure is a fucking mystery, man. It does a lot of different things, and it doesn't necessarily do them bad. I don't think, at least.
I'm anxious to mess with it. I think Josh just got his in. I'm not sure if he was able to get Moon Knight, so I'm looking forward to hearing what he says about it.
Yeah, and the wrists are interesting. They're the wrists that move horizontal or vertical. Sorry, vertical. Instead of going in and out like most.
He's got the dice rolling.
Yeah, but both of them have the both of the wrists are dice rolling. At first, I was like, damn, not one of them has the other one, but I actually didn't have a problem with them only being the dice roll hands. For whatever reason, it just kind of fit the character, and the hands are a little bit positioned like flared, so it kind of looks like it has both of the articulations. It's a very interesting figure. It has a lot going on, and it does a lot of things well. Like I said, the only thing I really hate is the terrible Crocs or the German clogs, and the really small moons that it comes with. Like those moons, those are the fucking worst.
Gonna lose them shits.
Yeah. Oh man, I threw them in a container and I was like, I'm never gonna use these. The big one is nice though.
Yeah. I guess they're good if you're gonna have them like sticking into another character. Like he's already thrown them.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where it even worries me because like even when you put if you put some red wax on it, it's gonna really show up because those moons are so damn small.
Yeah, I always warn people, wax stains plastic. So
yeah, I was actually gonna ask Boog at some point during this video because I just finished watching MTIT, or I'm sorry, what's it called now?
Main Course.
Main Course, that's what it's called. Episode 100. And I don't know how you or Slings use the wax without staining the shit out of your figures.
You don't. It doesn't stain. You gotta wipe them down. Usually, I'll use a non-scented baby wipe or something like that. If it really smears on there like that. But if your wax is not like really like moist or anything like that, it should just be able to peel right off. If it's a little residue, you just need just a little wipe, baby. Like I said, non-scented baby wipe or something like that. That's not like alcohol or something like that. Then you could even get away with using one of those little alcohol pads too. It's a quick wipe. It's not gonna like tear up the paint in just one wipe or whatever. But
man, they must use different wax on the East Coast than they do out here. Because
I mean,
maybe it's the temperature. Maybe it's the temperature out west. Like
it's to the point where whenever, because it's going to be when, not an if. Whenever I get to New York and I'm around you, Boog, I'm going to ask you to bring that wax so I could see it with my own eyes. Because I don't.
How are you guys storing it too? Like, you know, I'll keep it in a Ziploc bag and keep it somewhere cool or whatever. I have a piece that I keep like handy that I always just break off and just use for different shit. I use it for so much stuff aside from directly for the figures. Like I'll use it to pin my poster paper to like a board for my backdrop and shit like that sometimes too. So like I use it for like mad different stuff. So
you hear that, internet haters? Boog always keeps a piece handy.
Yo,
you understand? Bang bang.
But man, once I got
I think the sleeper figure from this wave so far is Beetle, man. Fucking
man. I was pissed when I first opened Beetle because it's kind of a pain to put on the shell. But then after I put it on, I was like, damn, this figure's fucking nice.
Yeah, it's a very nice. Yo, that's one thing I've been meaning to like talk about too and shit. Like yo, when I review a legend, I'm reviewing a legend based on a legend and shit. I'm not putting it like up against. I'm reviewing it as a legend that costs $20 and shit like that. So when I say it's a nice figure, it's nice for what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that it's better than Figure Arts or better than, you know, some other high-end brand or some shit like that. But for what you get for this Beetle figure, only other thing they probably could have did is put in like some flat hands to like simulate flight or whatever, I guess maybe. But the wings, the articulation on the wings, and the way that it, and the fact that it looks pretty much exactly like the classic character, it's a win, man. For $20, it's a pretty nice.
I was pleasantly surprised, you know, and those joints on the shoulders are really nice. At first, you know, I think it was either you or somebody else was like, damn, they kept in the shoulders, and thankfully it looks nice because, you know, it looks kind of like it looks like a suit. You know, it looks more like a suit because of those pinholes on the shoulder to me.
Yeah. I guess you could say that, you know. But I reviewed it. I didn't put the review up yet, but I guess I'll make it live at like at midnight or something like that, Eastern time or something. But it's I really like it, man. I like Tombstone too. I would have probably preferred a suit maybe, or maybe him with his like short sleeve look from the animated series or something, but it's cool. They did a good job.
I think it was Witch Wands, which was saying like, man, they only did this one so they could remold it into a classic Luke. I was like, man, you're not wrong.
You know what? I didn't even think about that, but that I could totally see that. I feel like this mold fits Luke Cage's body a bit better than that. The chest on that Hyperion mold is just not realistic, man. It's just like that shit is retarded.
Just
my man has the Kim Kardashian chest. It is out there.
So yeah, I could definitely see them doing it, Luke Cage with this, but I don't want a fucking classic Luke Cage. I want them to give us a nice modern Luke Cage, man. But
if you really want classic, just get the Toy Biz.
The Toy Biz Luke Cage still holds up as a pretty nice figure, man.
Except for the articulated finger hand, it looks like sausages. But other than that,
man, that hand for that Toy Biz Luke Cage, like with the posable fingers, it looks like that guy who gets his hand eaten by the alligator and happens.
Yo, Chubbs! Yes.
It looks like Chubbs' hand.
That's funny. Wow.
That damn alligator.
I need a Chubbs custom immediately now. Here to eBay I go.
Wow, that is accurate description right there.
Did you glue the cuff on your boots?
Yeah, you know what? I want to, because I was talking about that too. It's definitely a pain in the ass. The ones on the wrist is not a big deal, but the ones on the boot is a pain in the ass. So I think I might glue it.
And you got to realize, man, Tombstone probably that and that classic Beetle have been the two most anticipated figures, in my opinion, for Spider-Man for a long time. I didn't even think I was gonna get a classic Beetle. And Tombstone, I didn't give a damn which version they gave me. I like Tombstone hands down. Anyway, it's the best figure that I got from that wave.
You know what's funny is that Beetle's one of the only ones that's not sold out.
Well, I'll tell you right now, after I'll say that after a few reviews come out of Beetle, I think people are gonna be like, all right, this is actually a nice figure.
Beetle is a nice figure. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. The Vulture from the 2-pack is a nice figure.
Yeah, it's okay.
It looks good.
You know what? I forgot who it was that commented on my video, but they said something about the calves being reversed, some type of production error. And look at the calves shin area on yours and see if it looks like it's reversed.
I ain't go in the room and go look at it. I'll see what's gonna happen.
I'm looking
at
it. I don't know.
Is Tombstone too blue?
No, I don't look that blue.
I don't think so.
Okay,
Yeah,
because in pictures he looks too blue.
Yeah, he photographs very blue, but he's actually not that blue at all. If anything, when I was,
it's funny that they went with that color though, because he's supposed to be albino. He's supposed to be.
Yeah.
It's funny.
He's supposed to have
in the old, I know in the old cartoon or whatever, he was gray.
Yeah, he's supposed to be gray. I thought.
Yeah, I think he's gray like a Tombstone.
Yeah.
That's funny that I didn't even ever make that connection, but
you're right.
But he's supposed to be a black dude that's an albino though, right?
Yeah.
No, I did not know that.
He has like an extreme case of vitiligo. Yeah.
He's got the same shit Michael Jackson had.
Tombstone
is a beast, man.
Yeah. Tombstone is fucking bad. I just look at him and I think Kevin Michael Richardson.
You know what?
Oh my God.
I don't care how old you are right now. If you ever seen the animated series, that voice is the voice you always imagine for
right.
Yes.
No matter what.
Yep. And that's crazy how cartoons will do that for you. It's only certain voices. Like I don't know. I never connected.
Optimus Prime.
Right. Most definitely. But see, it's like it's characters like Wolverine that never carries a voice for me. I don't really like what voice they use for that. But whatever, Kevin Conroy, like, you know what I mean? It's just certain
Mark
people.
Hamill as Joker. That's Joker. Done deal.
No question.
Yeah, it's one of those things where
he's cartoon Joker, man. I couldn't take that voice serious in the movie though.
Oh, for sure. I get what he's saying.
When he redid the lines that Heath Ledger was doing, I said, nah.
Well, yes, because Heath Ledger's such a different take, you know? I feel like he could do Nicholson Joker no problem.
Yeah. I mean, you know what, that was crazy because Nicholson, he didn't really do too much for that character, in my opinion. Like, as far as like,
he was just Nicholson, that was it.
Right. But he was smooth as a bitch, though, man. Like,
Prince music playing in the background and everything.
Yeah, I don't know. I think if anybody pushed my buttons the most, it would have been Leto. Sometimes I liked Leto, and other times I just say, "Oh God."
I'm sorry, I deleted that movie from my memory. What did you say?
That was Marvel's Joker.
God,
for real, terrible. I can see that.
Anyway, what else y'all got this past week? I guess
I got pretty much the same figures you got from Amazon. The Beetle, the Moon Knight, and the Tombstone. Although I don't think you got Moon Knight.
Yeah, I passed up on Moon Knight, but you know, it's not like I'm not gonna get him. I'm gonna complete the wave regardless. But did any of y'all get any of the movie-based Spider-Man figures?
Man, they was sold out already. The movie Spider-Man.
Yeah, sadly.
Hell no. Movie Spider-Man wasn't sold out. 1 and 2 was still there. They just
Hoodie.
I ordered mine late.
Yeah,
Hoodie was the only one that's been available.
The hoodie.
Hoodie Spider-Man's the only one that's been available. The regular movie Spider-Man hasn't been gone up. I haven't seen anybody get it.
They had every okay. They offered the entire wave, which sold out quick, and then they offered every figure single. And I think the first Spider-Man to sell out was the actual movie Spider-Man, because movie Spider-Man 2 is the homemade costume, and that was the last Spider-Man to sell out. And so the first Spider-Man and Moon Knight left instantly. And I don't really think it was that many Spider-Man to begin with, because it was crazy. Because I only heard of like 3 people ordering movie Spider-Man.
Yeah, I'd never heard of anybody getting it, and I was speculating that because he's 2 per case, Amazon was getting full cases, and so they would put them up, and then they'd have to tell Hasbro, okay, wait, don't fill our order yet, because we have so much more demand. They just couldn't keep up with how much they actually needed to get.
You know what, Todd? I think that honestly, I think that no matter which Spider-Man you ordered, you got the homemade Spider-Man. Because to be honest with you, you're right. Nobody showed up in package with the actual movie Spider-Man. But I know for a fact that it went up.
Is it different than the one that was from the 3-pack? Because I have the one from the 3-pack. That's why I didn't get the new one.
Yeah, they got the. What you talking about? The hooded one or
no? The movie one, the Tony Stark suit.
Both of them, because they had 2 listings for Spider-Man. Spider-Man 1 and Spider-Man 2, both from Amazing Spider-Man 2 though. And I think that no matter which one you ordered, you got the hooded version. Because people ordered that Spider-Man 1 and they had no picture. And then the Spider-Man 2 ended up with a picture showing the movie figure from Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, 3 years ago.
And that was definitely a hooded figure as well.
Well, I can tell you this. The Spider-Man 1 figure, the UPC that was associated for that was not the hooded one. Because once people started getting the hooded one in hand, and they were posting pictures of the box, like either on eBay or on Facebook, whatever, I was able to verify that the UPC for the hooded one was not the same. Obviously, they're 2 different UPCs, but the listings were correct. So if Amazon was doing it, they were doing it they were kind of screwing people. They're like, well, we don't have that one, so we're just going to send you this one.
Every Spider-Man you ordered has a hood. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Right. Hey, but like I said though, that it was crazy because when I ordered mine, Moon Knight was gone. I was pretty pissed that Moon Knight was gone. I wanted Moon Knight.
Dude, I mean, before you got here, we were talking about Moon Knight. I really like him in hand. I think the cape is like the best cape they've ever done for Marvel Legends, in my opinion.
I could see that because I was looking at some pictures of it, and it actually seems like it sits down and doesn't float.
Yeah, and it has the perfect amount of space everywhere. You're never hindered by it, but it covers the body at the same time. It's a fucking nice cape, man. I want a shitload of those capes.
I gotta get that Moon Knight, man. I definitely well, I mean, I was just too late to it. I was just one of the ones when I seen that, I said, fuck it, I'm just gonna take the chance and order these damn figures and shit.
I had to camp out from basically 11 in the morning until like 10 o'clock last night, and I finally I had him in my cart at least 3 times, and I couldn't get to checkout fast enough. The last time I got one for Diego and the hooded Spider-Man. I got him those 2, and I had 2 Moon Knights in my cart, and I just for myself, and I decided just not to get them. So it was a fucking it was an all-day process.
Todd sucks. Take Todd back to his fucking podcast.
Damn.
Yeah, that's fucked up though, man. I really wanted that Moon Knight or whatever, but I ended up besides those, I only ordered the comic figures. I didn't order any of the movie figures.
I did the same. I didn't order Cosmic Spider-Man because I feel like that thing is gonna warm pegs.
Oh yeah.
Like nobody's business.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if I'm gonna find it, if I'm gonna buy it, I might as well buy it now. There's no sense in me sitting around waiting. until the figures hit, and then see if the peg warms after a while to go and buy it.
I mean, it's one of those things where, to me at least, for how I'm collecting, I don't see it as essential. It's one of those things like if I see it on sale, I'll buy it, but I don't want to build that bath. I just don't have the biggest sense of urgency in picking.
Wait, you're not super excited to build the wings of another figure? Come on, dude.
Hey man, that fucking figure. Listen, if you don't like that figure, I can understand it, but those wings look fucking nice, man.
They do look dope, but it's kind of wasted. It's a movie figure.
Now, if you buy a movie, like I bought okay, if they don't do a vulture for any of the imported movie lines, that's the figure you're gonna need.
Oh, for sure, you're gonna have to settle. Absolutely.
Well, I'm just getting ready in case I gotta settle.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that.
But I end up getting I end up getting a Joggy finally. From Fist of the North Star Revoltech.
Oh snap!
Oh, nice.
I mean, well, I was going through my shit and I realized I didn't have it, and somebody had one on sale for 25 shipped. So I said, "Fuck it, let me go ahead and get it."
I was wondering if you ended up buying that one, and I saw you comment on it.
Yeah, I did. We were going into negotiations for that and Gazelle the Peacemaker.
Yeah. Yep.
I was trying to see if I was gonna buy that figure because I really liked it and shit. You know, it's Gazelle the Peacemaker, but he it was too much missing, man. I mean, I think he was missing everything but 2 hands, and he only had one face. I said, yeah, I can't.
Damn.
But I mean, he offered it for like $15. So I mean, when you think about
right, the price was right for sure.
Right. Yeah, but then I said, well, fuck it. I found a couple of them online for like 55. I said, I'll pay the 55 to have him complete and shit.
Yeah.
Right. So, but besides that, my Ryu and Chun-Li, that shipped or whatever. Let's see, what else did I get this? I don't know. I bought that Green Arrow figure last week. I think that was last week.
The Mesco one?
Yeah.
How'd you like it when you got it in hand?
Well, it's the second time around I had it.
Mm-hmm. So why'd you sell it the first time?
I didn't sell it. I went to Pick and Save, and I had that, some stamped envelopes, some bubble mailers, and something else I forget in my front seat, and I put my hoodie over the shit and went into the fucking store. It didn't lock my door.
Damn.
Stole a fucking ice scraper I had in the on the back floor. Some other shit, man. So I had to replace that figure. Actually,
damn, they were just fucking taking anything.
So, yeah, they pretty much did, man. Because
got an ice scraper.
Well, I mean, it was crazy too because I was in my girl car actually. I was in she got one of those newer CRVs, and I think they suck, but they got this tray under the passenger seat to put shit in. They pull that out. They stole a pair of her shoes, and she had some gym shoes in the back too on the floor. They stole those.
What the hell?
Yeah, so
tough out there.
I thought your lady drove a Lexus.
Nah, she tore the Lexus fucking up. Remember she had ice in the Lexus and drove the Lexus through the fucking fence off the almost into the freeway.
A day in the life of Pharaoh, man.
You say what?
A day in the life of Pharaoh.
Hey man, listen. When I say she tore the motherfucker up, she pretty much it was fucked. To get the Lexus fixed was not worth it.
Yo.
The body work needed to be done to the Lexus was crazy. The way the fence just scraped all into the fucking metal, all the side view mirrors and shit. It fucked the moon roof up. It was like, no. And I know she expect me to buy another car. Man, shit, man, you crazy. My money got to be put on something that's gonna be economic because she tore. I mean, that's not the only one. She tore the actual Lexus car. She tore the truck up too. So yeah, she reversed into a fucking one of those big yellow those those like
the
those bars they have on fucking gas pumps in the front of the pump in the back. She reversed. She was at 7-Eleven. She reversed backwards, and she must have reversed doing like 20. Reversed straight back into it, tore the whole fucking fender up, and then goes forward off of the fender, only to hit a car turning into the parking lot too fast as well. And
the hell was she doing?
man, my girl can't drive, man. Now, you don't hear. Listen, you don't hear me like, yeah, I'm in the car with my girl. Like, you crazy. I'm serious, man. She can't drive, man.
I remember
she's one of the people who learned to drive when she was like 28.
Oh Lord.
I remember when you and I first became friends, and she'd call you and say, "Oh, I got to go pick her up. She's at work." And I'm like, "How come she doesn't drive herself?"
All comes out in the wash.
Yeah, she can't drive, man. We had a few nice cars, man. She tore the motherfuckers up, so she's in a CRV. That's economic, safe
Punishment.
Right.
Yeah. So what else we got on the agenda, Rick?
Well, let's take a look at this agenda. What I had first. I think we already talked about the first part where we were talking about the 2-pack and we were talking about the Spider-Man wave that just hit, out of nowhere.
I don't even know if I would describe it as like officially hitting, because I bet you all of these, the few people that got them and got them ordered and got it early, that's that. I bet you it won't show up to retail though for a minute.
It's set for a June mod, because we didn't get the Vulture 2-pack here, and what I did was I took the UPC, and the lady at one of the Walmarts said, yes, definitely they're getting them in, but it's for a mod for late May, early June. It's what the actual mod is supposed to be. So I'm figuring that all that shit ties in together.
Yeah, it seems to me like that pack, when you find it in the store, it's just because they put it out early without thinking.
Right. I mean, it's definitely
the same happened with me that you just described. I called my Walmart. I gave them the UPC, and they're like, "Yeah, that says it comes out in May." And I was like, "Oh well, fuck." And then Billy hit me up, and he said that he'd found me one. So thankfully, I was fine. But it was just one of those things where it's just like you said. They told me like, "Oh, we're not scheduled to get that until like the middle of May," and I was like, oh, "Okay, well, fuck me," and I hung up.
That's who got mine too. Billy got me mine too, man.
Yeah, I hit him up with the quickness, and he was like, "Man, 10 people already hit me up." I was like, "No."
Yeah, not to change or go back on the same subject, but the funny thing is, I think Amazon might have screwed up, because Dorkside put up the Vulture Wave yesterday, or a couple on Friday. They put up the Vulture Wave on Friday, right after everybody was ordering from Amazon, and then now the listing's gone. So I think they screwed up. I think Hasbro said, "Hold on, we can't fulfill everybody's orders yet."
Well, I mean Amazon, but I mean, if Amazon puts it up, Amazon got them.
Yeah.
I mean,
obviously, Rick's got him in his hand.
Ah.
Well, I mean, it's crazy because I don't think it's just a distribution center, because people are ordering that those figures same day delivery and was getting them.
Well, one thing interesting about my pack was not interesting. It was some bullshit. Is that I thought somebody stole it. Told me it was delivered. There was nothing out of my porch. I was losing my shit. I mean, this is the second time somebody finessed me. And I was outside just hella mad. Like, damn, I was just kind of pacing back and forth. This is some bullshit. This Russian lady, she comes up to me. I have your package.
Oh, God. Mom, yo.
I thought JC had got you.
I was like, damn, over here. And he just took the package and dipped. And she was like, "You delivered to my house because I get a lot of Amazon." And I was like, okay. I was like, well, as long as I fucking
have. I look for mouse and squirrel. It's cool.
Yeah, I look inside. There's no good things. You can have it back.
You gave that Russian lady the biggest hug of her whole fucking life.
I was just looking at her like, oh my God, thank you, because I just had loot crate type of thing stolen from my house, and I was fucking pissed. And like I said, when she came up and she had a package, I was like, man, is she coming towards my house? Is she coming to our house? She was like, I have your package. And I was like, oh my God, lady. Yes.
So what you do is you make fun of her on the chat, though, huh?
Yeah, I told her, you know what the gift is, neighbor lady that I've never seen before? me and my friends are gonna make fun of your accent. Ha ha! At a later date.
This is the date.
This is said date. From
Hey, but you know something else? They're putting out a lot of Spider-Man merchandise right now. Cause a bunch of my Walmarts got those 5-inch figures, and then they got some Spider-Man in a spider car.
When's the movie out? July something?
July 14th.
Third, I think.
It's very early in July, like the first 5 or 6 days.
Yeah, they going for that summer spot, that blockbuster summer.
Hey man, that used to be the shit. Hey, you don't remember when Tobey Maguire was Spider-Man 2? How Walmart pretty much locked off a whole entire section just for that movie shit.
Yep, all them garbage Toy Biz figures. Yep.
Right. They had fucking they had to fucking no, not Spider-Man 2, I meant to say Spider-Man 3. Remember they had like the threshold thing for Spider-Man? They had like 2 or 3 hours.
I saw a picture of Tom Holland's Instagram where he was asking somebody to ask him where he could cop the Mafex Spider-Man.
Yep.
Yeah,
you should get the figure arts instead though.
It was funny seeing people's comments saying that, like, don't buy this, wait for the figure arts. I was like,
Hey, he gotta be crazy. Ain't no way in hell you make a figure of me and I gotta ask where to get it.
Right. Exactly.
I'm telling my agent straight up, like, you need to fucking find out whatever figure has my face, and you need to have it on my fucking door.
Right, exactly.
Rick, I'm going. However they ship the case is exactly what the fuck I want to see in my fucking my dressing room, my fucking house, wherever. I want a case of every figure they got.
I'm about to give my grandmother one of me, man. Stop fucking around and don't be just giving me one.
I learn how to articulate. That's it.
Yeah, see that shit like that is crazy, man. I don't understand how these people have. I know that it can get overwhelming. I know it's a lot of shit. They be like, it's Spider-Man, so I mean it's tons of shit coming out. But come on, man, like what type of merchandising deal do you have?
Right.
Yeah. What? How are you so not on it that you're just like, hey, does anybody know where I can get this?
I guess Ty Holland's too busy doing coke and getting pussy.
Damn.
That's it. God bless it. That's it. Absolutely.
They're getting the spider puss.
But anyway.
Exactly, my friend. That's exactly what came to mind when I thought it. It was a theme song.
So we got way off track.
Yeah, we got way off track.
Put us back to action. We got this.
Did you?
Would you say Street Fighter?
Well, real quick, as far as this Vulture 2-pack, I know it's starting to hit down here in Southern California. Al Chang, I think, got his hands on one.
Yeah, it's been popping up pretty much all over. It's just one of those things, like we were saying, that it's like if your Walmart doesn't give a fuck and they just put it out, then you get it.
Right.
Yeah, it was.
So they're not.
I use BrickSeek and not one of dude. I got like literally like almost 30 Walmarts and not one of them got the damn pack.
Oh.
I searched all the way from I searched the Racine and I even searched Michigan, and no packs.
Yeah, they hit Texas first, and then they've been slowly trickling out here, and haven't really other southern states, but I haven't really seen them go north from Texas.
Well,
I know they did it because none of the Chicago guys posted it or anything, so I knew like, oh, they're not there. They must not be there yet.
I checked there too, because if they didn't have them in Chicago, I'd have probably shot down there and grabbed me one.
What's the other packs we do?
Mary Jane,
Spider-Man. What else?
All the Guardians,
Cyclops and Phoenix.
Oh, right.
And that like the Pussy 5-pack.
Yes.
A-Force.
I didn't remember the name, so I just went with
Spider Puss in that pack or no?
that should be in your Toys R Us in the back right now.
Really?
the
A-Force? It's not coming out till August.
Hey, listen. All I know is this, and this is what I'm suspecting. Maybe I'm wrong, but this guy at Toys R Us, his name is Damon. He's a fucking idiot. When I say he's an idiot, I mean like a complete fucking idiot. And I came, he said, man, we got some Marvel Legends, all girls in the package. I swear to Christ, he told me. He said, he's like, Scott put all that shit back there and locked it up. He was like, but it's an all girl package. And this dude is dumb as dog shit. So for him to even say that, and I know for a fact that we get the pack, kind of makes me believe that some Toys R Us might have it. But then again, we haven't been seeing anybody leak it online and stuff either. So I don't know. I don't want you guys with the pitchforks and flames.
Give that guy some money real quick.
Right?
Yeah.
Damon's an idiot, man. Damon ain't gonna do shit. Like, for real. Damon dropped a fucking Barbie dream house on a fucking kid. Like,
Oh my
God.
What were you saying about Street Fighter?
Oh, I was just asking if anybody got their figure or Street Fighter figures. Yeah.
Oh.
I haven't gotten mine in yet because I do pile of loot. So
Okay.
I pile of loot my shit.
Boog, you order them?
That's a no.
That's fantastic.
Oh!
Must be in the kitchen again.
Well, I don't know. Somebody was saying something about the vulture's calf joints being reversed or some factory error or whatever. So I pulled up Boog's review, and here's a picture of the leg. Looks okay to me.
Yeah.
Then we can probably move on, though. You want to talk about this Fox stuff, or you want to talk articulated icons?
Fox?
Oh.
We good with Fox?
Yeah, we could do Fox. We're foxing it up, man.
How excited is everybody? 3 in a year. That's dope. 3 flicks, 1 year.
That was one of those things where
Bill O'Reilly and his ceremonious exit.
Absolutely. I called that one.
I thought you were about to talk about that old video of him. We'll fucking do it live.
That's my life goal right there, is to be able to be that fucking stressed and make it through it.
Man, that was wild. I was like, man, that dude should keep his job just for this old video that made me laugh. We'll fucking do it live.
That's it. That's the best meme you ever made.
Well, what about Tide goes in, Tide goes out? You can't explain that.
That's also a good one. That's a throwback meme.
One of my favorite ones where he's sitting there with Cameron and Dame, and Cameron's giving him, you mad. And he's like, no, I am not. You mad.
That man is nothing but anger.
Half of the watchers of the podcast don't know who the hell you talking about.
We done fucked up. Let's go back to toys and comic books and stuff.
Right. So what we're actually talking about is the Fox has apparently announced 3 different X-Men related projects that are scheduled to come out all in the same year, 2018, which is
4 if you count Legion as well.
That reeks of desperation.
Yup.
Yeah, maybe a little. I can see the claw marks on their schedule.
Yeah.
There's 3 of them, and it's Wolverines because they got to reboot that. They're running out of money.
What was y'all asking?
Where you was? That's what we was asking.
He's back to making some
Fox X-Men.
Top ramen.
All right.
Deadpool 2 is supposed to come out that year, and then New Mutants and a Dark Phoenix film, which I'm not sure if it's supposed to be connected to the X-Men universe or what.
Dark Phoenix is directly connected to the last X-Men movie.
Okay.
We know that, and we know Deadpool obviously is connected to Deadpool. But when it comes to the New Mutants, that could be the start of a reboot.
Could be, yeah. Well, okay, well, we're talking about Deadpool 2. What does everyone think about Josh Brolin as a Cable?
I didn't see that coming, but that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I mean, not who I wanted, but it's a good pick.
Who did y'all want, though? That's the real question.
Man, I wanted the fucking Governor himself.
Arnold, yes!
I wanted Arnold.
That would have been cool.
Deadpool,
I don't know about that.
That would have been stupid as hell.
Man, that's exactly why it would have been perfect.
Cable from the future.
Hey, you can't kill him. That's illegal. You know, I would have loved it, man.
Well, the other 2 frontrunners for the role were David Harbour, who was the sheriff in Stranger Things, and Michael Shannon's General Zod for Man of Steel.
I like Michael Shannon. A lot of people don't.
I like Michael Shannon. I don't like him for Cable though.
Yeah.
Who
else? Somebody say Brad Pitt.
Too.
Oh God, Brad
Pitt. What about William Bradley Pitt? Anyone into him as Cable?
You got to bring up pictures of these people. I don't be knowing these.
Brad Pitt. He was in a few movies. He was in Fight Club, and he's in a few good things.
He was inside of
Brad Pitt.
Yes, he was. Currently inside of Angelina Jolie. I guess not anymore.
Divorce.
Well, you know,
You don't know Tyler
Davis.
Durden is crazy.
Somebody Photoshop your head on his body. We got this.
Michael Shannon with that mustache over there. It looks like
The Iceman.
Yo, look at how square this guy's face is. That's the real thing. Shit,
Hey, look at that one right. Hey, Look at the one on the right guy with the fucked up hair, man. It is popped out eyes.
That's
Like
right.
third-
That's Cable, dude.
Right.
That's the Paul Coke one right there. That's a
That
rare variant.
That is fucking Cable if I've ever seen Cable. Man.
Absolutely, church.
Or just give him a metal arm and that's him.
No acting necessary.
Yeah, I definitely would not have wanted to see him as Cable, man.
No, yeah, great actor, but no thanks.
Just not for Cable.
He's weird, man. He's so weird. He's always
an odd-
been a fucking weirdo.
I don't know, man. He was pretty good as Zod, in my
Right?
opinion.
Yeah.
he
Kinda
was.
good as,
You know what? I actually forgot that he was Zod. He was good as Zod.
This would have been.
I will find him. That was the best part of that whole movie.
This would have been horrible as Cable right here. The
This
sheriff.
guy would have been horrible.
Yes. Look
Yeah,
at that guard.
God.
No way,
kind-
Jose.
His best
Is
acting
kind of
role.
short, isn't he?
His best acting role is the guy that Amanda Waller has to ask questions to in Suicide Squad.
Right, it's Suicide Squad.
Question
This
guy
guy's
number 3.
Question guy, right? The first Secret Service dude that
What
they
else did he
explained
play?
the whole plot to before they
He
explained
played
the whole
in,
plot again.
He played in what was that joke with Denzel Washington? The Equalizer.
Yup.
Right.
Yeah.
That was him, right?
Equalizer,
Movie
Revolutionary
about White
Roads,
Tiger. Black Mass.
Brokeback Mountain, all that.
Yo,
Was it
Black Mass.
Mountain?
Black Mass was freaking horrible, man.
Yeah. As somebody who lives right near that area, that was kind of garbage.
I don't even know why they would go in and try to do that over. I think Nicholson killed that.
He looks like that dude from Chappelle Show.
At least.
There we go. Look at that. That would be dope, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I don't know. Brad Pitt's a little slender for Cable, in my opinion.
And
Yeah,
he
but he bulked up hella for Fury and he bulked up hella for other roles. I can see him.
Well, look, I think the thing with Brad Pitt is that he's only like 6 feet tall.
Yeah, Cable is supposed to be like 6'5" or some shit. 6'7" actually, I think. If I'm not.
That was my favorite part of
Doesn't
Lord of the
look
Rings when they
though.
found somebody who's 8 feet tall to play Gandalf. That was dope. I like that. It's all about the position of the camera, y'all. That's it. It don't matter how tall he really is.
Well, it's one of those things where, you know what, let's say, you know, it didn't matter that he was 6 feet, but, you know, Ryan Reynolds is much taller than 6 feet. You have a
Right.
shorter Cable to Deadpool. That's,
Yeah.
Camera
would've been
angles,
cool.
man.
Hey, you got
Camera
taller.
angles.
It's like
How tall Josh Brolin? Someone Google that.
He can't be that tall, but that's why I was kind of leaning towards Kevin Nash at first. It's just that he
Oh,
can't.
God.
Oh, man, Big Daddy.
Yeah. He's got to tear his ACL reading the script.
His quad, bro.
Oh, yeah. Quad.
Ryan Reynolds 6'2".
Okay, but how tall is Josh Brolin?
Oh, wow, he's shorter. Damn. That was, damn.
He's also Thanos in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So how do we think that?
Well, how tall is Josh Brolin?
He's 5'10".
Okay, now, Boog, what were you saying a minute ago so I can hear it again?
Hey, I still stand by what I said. That's no good.
All right, so they'll Gandalf him. It's good. They're just gonna film it all on an angle. Everybody's gonna crunch. It's good.
Damn, man. There's pictures right now. There's pictures right now of him with these like short female actresses, and he's their height. Oh my god!
Him and Brenda Song side by side. I need to see that picture. That's my reference.
They'll put some big ass boots on him.
We need Will Smith to play everybody.
Yes, thank you. See, he gets it.
Man,
And Terry Crews is Captain America. Somebody got to preach with me.
Oh, Terry Crews gonna be Crossbones.
Hey, Kevin Nash
he's
is
gonna be Captain America. I got to see that movie before I leave this earth.
Kevin Nash is 6'10". Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
yeah, he's huge.
Oh,
Leaked
Now he's also been in a Marvel movie though. He was the Russian in the second Punisher, I guess.
The fact that
That
he's
does not count.
the fact that he's 6'10" has always kept them from calling him a 7 foot blank in wrestling. Because they
His
love to highlight that somebody's 7 feet tall in wrestling.
They'd be like the Great Khali as Cable because he's accurate in height.
Yeah, Kevin Nash could have did it just as far as the stature, but I don't know that he could have really pulled it off though.
Hey, but it could have been funny. You could have had Ryan Reynolds doing a bunch of wrestling jokes.
Yes. He'd be like, "We got to stop this before there's a new world order."
Yeah,
True.
you could have had like the final fight when they walk away winning, him doing the little logo with the hands and
He
it
gets
would
a
have
belt
been
when
really
he
fun.
beats the bad guy.
Man,
That'd be dope.
it could be as simple as Kevin Nash shows up on screen and Deadpool says, "Too sweet me, bro."
True. A lot of material there, but still.
Here's some concept art of Domino.
The look would have been cool.
Yo, I'm all for Domino. Yo,
They just got to give that mark on the face.
a little more definition, yeah.
Yeah, a
And then
little
I'm
more.
good. I'm good. She's fine. She'll kill it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
This is the chick from Skyfall, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
See, he gets it.
he's falling from the sky.
That's it.
Hopefully she'll be better than that horrible Valkyrie, because I don't care nobody says she looks
Oh,
bad.
the Valkyrie,
Yo.
terrible, man.
Yeah.
Come on. She,
Yeah,
I mean,
talk
Thank
about
you
the
for saying
portrait.
that, Pharaoh.
she's a fine actress or whatever, but you know, I have no problem with her as an actress, but just the look is just no good.
Man, that chick's supposed to be somewhere to listening. Somewhere.
We're on the subject.
I mean, again, she's fine looking, but I can't see her as Valkyrie.
She just looks. Look at her muscle. She had the muscle definition of jelly.
He
I
looks
mean,
like
so do I, so that's why I'm cool with it.
he's looking like Angela Simmons right there.
Exactly, and that's
Pharaoh.
another reason why she's looking fine.
Man, I thought this
Oh
was
my
That's your
long
criteria. Michelle Obama should have played Valkyrie.
there.
All day, I second this to the degree. I love it.
Stupid.
And the whole time she should have promoted reading for children.
We gotta stop the bad guy.
Turn
And
up for
bring
what?
back Reading Rainbow Bridge. It could have happened.
Damn you,
What,
Dan.
she did this to a Power Ranger?
Get up and
Yeah,
move.
I'm not a fan of that casting for her. She's definitely a good looking chick, but I don't. You know, it's what Pharaoh said too, though. Like, why wouldn't they have her hit in the gym where she got some muscle definition? You're Asgardian. Like, what the?
Right.
Like, come on.
Look at the picture of Valkyrie right there. Look at her biceps the size of my head in this cartoon one up above whoever's clicking. I think Fabio doing it. Yeah.
Where at?
All the way over to your
Left.
left. The other left. There you go. Right there. Look at that.
Out there at Anytime Fitness all the time. Look at that.
All day. She is not just, drinking detox tea and having waist trainers. She's hitting the gym.
Definitely. She put you in a headlock. You shit yourself.
Yo, is this
I'm
the
alright.
chick from Dear White People?
Huh?
Is this the chick from Dear White People?
Yeah.
She's from Creed.
From Creed as well.
Creed,
She's the
yeah.
girl,
Right,
she's
right.
the girl that's gonna go deaf on Creed.
I'm telling you, man, she looks like she's supposed to be like in a listening pit, listen to Bohemian music or something, man.
I'm cool with that, but you're right. As Valkyrie, it makes no sense, especially in this picture. She looks like if they had to fight, it would not even be a second before that fight's over.
Right.
She looks
They should
underwhelming.
have cast her as Chambermaid 1.
You know?
Should have got Layla.
She's supportive friend number 2.
Hold on. So was somebody about to say Layla Ali? Because that's awesome. Yes. Layla Ali would have
Great
killed
at the
it.
Celebrity Apprentice,
Listen,
man.
let's be honest. They should have made her a big ass white chick. They should have never changed her color.
I mean, it's not like it really matters though for this character. It doesn't
It's just,
intertwine.
I mean, still, it just doesn't. I don't know. I would have just liked to see Valkyrie traditional.
Man, they should have just cast George Foreman's daughter.
Dude, Bridget Nielsen would have been that big white chick.
Yo!
Let's just cast George Foreman as Valkyrie.
Man,
grills
he-
and kills.
He's gonna be grilling the shit out of the opponent.
Right.
Let me get some of that flying horse meat.
Where's that Valkyrie?
Oh, that's crazy. Hey, y'all people, Idris Elba, he looked kind of like the same dude that played Bishop and shit from the X-Men movie.
Yeah, he is.
Oh man, that's smart. What they're doing with Idris Elba's Heimdall. He's gonna be a big player in this. I think a huge player.
I can't believe they're getting a figure for him from that one movie, Dark Tower.
Oh, Dark Tower, which is gonna be an abomination of the movie. But I can't wait for that figure.
The Seth Fowler figure.
Yeah, essentially.
Basically.
Look at that. That's so dope, man.
Bishop.
I hope we get a Hot Toys of that figure. I don't really buy Hot Toys a lot, but I would buy one of Heimdall.
This is a good look for him, for sure.
Yeah, he looks.
How about one of Hyman? Where's that?
I don't think you want that, dude. It's too much baggage afterwards.
I didn't like the original Heimdall armor. I know it's kind of accurate. I know it's hella accurate, but
He looks like that in the original armor. He looks like that ML that we're gonna get. That guy with the golden.
Yes.
Yeah.
With the Omega symbol on his chest.
Ex-Nilo.
Yeah, it looks like that guy. Looks like Mr. Goldie person.
That's my favorite character. No.
The figure that nobody asked for.
We get
The
like
figure
Death said.
no one asked for.
You guys like what's her name? Hela or Hella, however you say it?
Hella awesome. Immediately a good Marvel villain just from the trailer alone. And
I said that was
He
kind
looks
of.
very good.
Okay. If you guys are gonna talk spoilers,
The black
I'm not
eyeliner is what can help either make or break a franchise.
Look away from the screen. I mean, we're not depicting like actual scenes. Like, okay, Todd.
Yeah.
Right?
Or-
So
I don't watch trailers.
like, because seriously, the black eyeliner, like, it's gonna help her character. It can help defeat the Spider-Man trilogy, which it did with Tobey Maguire. It really is like a #1 thing. I don't know. She's good. The fact that she also has the cool crown thing, like, it kind of marries both this new costume and the old. Like, that's fucking dope, man.
Yeah, I like that.
They could have very easily not have put what they did with her on.
No, exactly. And
Like,
I feel like they went the extra mile.
I mean, look at what they did with Valkyrie. They made her look absolutely ridiculous.
Nothing like Valkyrie. Shouldn't even have the 2 braid thing going down, which is in style now. If Kim Kardashian's doing it, they can have Valkyrie do it. Come on.
Anybody else catch Executioner in that trailer? Carl
Yes,
Urban?
with the 2 guns.
I didn't notice it.
Hold on, Todd's gonna have a nervous breakdown.
Stop saying things.
Yo, I'm gonna be
I'm
so honest with you, Todd. Bruce Willis is dead the whole time during Sixth Sense. I'm
gonna be brutally honest with you. Try watching one movie that you want to see without watching the trailers, and you will have such a better time. I swear to you.
think?
Don't when the Black Panther trailer drops, just ignore it. Don't fucking watch any of it. And
That's racist, Todd.
Go watch the movie.
You don't want to say. You don't let us watch all the other trailers. You don't want to say anything. That's the shit I'm talking about.
What other movie it hasn't dropped a trailer for yet that's coming out that we know is coming out?
Do we think
Star
that
Wars
the
just
Spider-Man trailer
dropped.
revealed too much?
Who, with
Anyone seen
Thor?
that one?
Yeah, a little bit. Thor kind of gives away the whole story and that cool, I'm not gonna say it, but twist,
A twist. Everybody.
Exactly.
Knew
They always.
we saw the thing. We saw the
Listen,
armor.
he's his friend from work.
The fucking DC films, perfect example. Everybody complained that they're like, oh, well, I saw the whole movie in the fucking trailer. I didn't need to see the movie.
For
With DC
BBS,
films,
for sure,
the
but
second
Menace,
trailer is always the best trailer. First trailer doesn't give enough. Second gives just enough. Third, you know everything.
But I mean, I think the worst trailers ever are Marvel trailers. Like Spider-Man, I pretty much got the damn movie.
So don't watch them.
Spider-Man trailers.
I'm telling you, don't watch them. Go fucking watch the
You can't
movie.
be giving us like actual facts that make sense. You're killing us here.
If you watch the movie,
Yeah, I won't have any of that here.
Thank you.
yeah.
No facts.
Well, Gamora's gonna die in Guardians of the Galaxy
Oh, all right, whatever.
because she's not coming back to do her role again.
Oh, really?
What are you talking?
You didn't sign back on?
Nope.
She's filming the new Avengers movie right now.
She's not doing her character. Is supposed to, from what I heard, her character is supposed to die in Guardians. I don't know what they're gonna do as far as the whatever. What's the next big movie? I forgot what it's called. Infinity War.
Yeah.
And then, or Avengers, whatever. But after that, she will not be Gamora.
Huh. I can see that maybe after Avengers, yeah, but I was like, during Avengers, she's already filming her scenes.
Got some Spider-Man
Or
Homecoming.
Now
maybe
they bring in
maybe she dies in that then. She dies in something.
I'd be so happy if Zoe Saldana got recast. That would be fucking awesome.
They're not going to recast her. They're going to kill her. And then they're going to just get rid of that weak-ass franchise, and you won't have anything to watch.
What franchise?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Man, that's a dope franchise. Oh, you killing Todd over here. Todd's about to die.
No, I'm just over here I'm just making up shit fucking with Todd.
Damn.
James Gunn's
I
already
like the movies, but
so that's happening for sure.
Why do you want Zoe to get recast? I think the way they wrote her character is the problem. I don't think it's because I've seen her do action like with Colombiana and stuff. She can pull it off.
She's an okay actor at best. I'm gonna get like at 5. If you were saying 1 to 10, I'll give her a 5. She's competent. She does everything she needs to do, but she doesn't oversell her characters. It really like she's a Hera. I don't feel her as being really good as a Hera. She's Gamora. I don't feel her really nailing a Hera. Gamora. There's like certain characters she can nail. Colombiana was dope. I mean, she was great in Losers. Brother, every girl I've ever dated was black or Spanish.
I don't give you that shit. That's because you racist too. I bet you say comments like, "You're like a jungle panther."
All my dirty talk is non-denominational and gender fluid. I got this. I use pronouns such as they and their.
Hey, I got that from the movie from Deep Cover. With every time you describe a black person, he describes something to do with jungle beast or some shit.
What's this? That's Hot Toys?
Yeah.
That Iron Man armor is exactly the ultimate armor. They didn't even care. They're just like 100%.
There's much better pictures of that Hot Toy, by the way. These pictures are terrible.
Yeah, I don't know. This is like a scan.
Hey,
this is the Iron Man armor that's supposed to show up in the movie?
Yeah.
Yes.
There's
I think it's what the Mark 51 is the actual name for it.
I've seen it in the trailers.
I thought he was just on 40 something.
No, the one from
48
Civil War is what?
46.
Is it?
But you can't judge by that because in between, what armor did you see in between? Like
2 and
he
3?
went from like the 40s quick. He went from like
from 7. He went from 7 to 42.
Right.
Definitely.
But I was pretty sure this is the 50. I could be hella wrong, but I think that's. Again, like you said, they don't even care. They really don't care. He blows up all of his armors all the time anyway. He's done with them.
I think the one thing I just don't like is that when they don't like make it a dope variation, they just recolor to add some panels or take away something. I just want them to see like.
I'm confused though. Didn't we see him in the Civil War armor in the first trailer of the Spider-Man movie?
Yes, he has both. I guess
It's not supposed to be Mark 47.
What is it?
It's Mark 47.
47. All right.
47. Yeah, because 46 was the one that was in Civil War.
Yeah, that's what I just said. All right, cool. So this is 47. I suppose that
it's supposed to be Mark 47, unless he has one in between that.
I mean, hey, it's the way he goes. He could have 4 armors in this movie. This is low-key Iron Man 4.
I mean, them jumping, but the most important thing is they all have to be accounted for.
You sound like crap. Emiya, what do you got open, bro?
Sound electric.
He's talking to a tin can. He's our AI now.
He's calling from the future.
Sound like a robot. There goes Mr.
Optimus
Robot.
Prime.
Iron Man 3 doesn't exist in my world.
Man, I love Iron Man.
I like that flick.
Ugh, fuck that movie.
Yeah, even though they're supposed to be, they do the big jumps. All the armors have to have designs. So there is a design for everything up to Mark 46.
Right, and Hot Toys
has
is
to be a
released like
design.
a figure.
What happened?
I feel like Hot Toys has released every single one of those armors.
Not every one yet. Close, but not everything yet. I think there's still a few more. They already said that all the House Party Protocol armors are going to be done slowly over the next few years.
That's crazy. And I wonder if anyone's going to actually buy them all. I know Igor will sell.
Of course, people buy them all. Of course.
If they brought them out in like if
buy them, so
if yards did them, I would buy all of them.
There are guys in the Hot Toys community. They only collect Iron Man. They have all the Iron. They buy like 2 or 3 of every single Iron Man figure. They only collect Iron Man. There are.
He's right.
Iron Man is big enough now that there are people who only collect Iron Man. Just like you have guys who only collect Batman, guys who only collect Optimus Prime.
That's crazy because like 10 years ago, nobody even cared about Iron Man.
Yeah, it's because of the movies. It's because of the movies. Yeah.
What about Batman though?
Well, Batman always. You know, Batman, Superman, Spider-Man. You know, always people. There are always guys who only collect those characters, just primarily those characters. But now with Iron Man, especially in Asia, Iron Man in particular is really popular in China and Hong Kong. A lot of those guys, they don't give a shit about any of the other Avengers. Really, they only care about Iron Man. Iron Man is the only character in the with the Marvel Hot Toy stuff that has the huge lines when the pre-orders open for at Secret Base in Hong Kong.
Even a friend of ours, a friend of mine and Keiyo's here. We have a friend who always claims he's just gonna only collect Iron Man.
Yeah, he's actually the CEO of Udon Entertainment.
Whoa!
He does all the Street Fighter comics. He collects Hot Toys. He's a big 1/6 scale guy. He pretty much, at this point, he's kind of burned out on all the other characters because you know how the movies are so close. So they released, like, for example, perfect example, someone like Scarlet Witch, how they did 3 different versions in the span of a year. You had the Age of Ultron version. You had the one from the end of the movie of Age of Ultron, and you also had Civil War. So, he's a little bit burned out. But the one thing he never complains about is buying new Iron Man figures. He always gets new Iron, no matter which version, which of those House Protocol ones. And now that Hot Toys, essentially, they have, because most of the Iron Man from the House Protocol, they all are essentially, there's only really like 15 or 16 different ones. But what it is that they recolor them and they change like certain parts, they switch them around. So now that they have they pretty much have all the base bodies for all of them now. So they can pretty much now, it's just the matter of switching the parts around and recoloring them to do the other, all those other ones that they haven't done.
Is the guy that you're talking about that? Go ahead, sorry.
Say that one more time.
The guy that you're talking about that collects, is that Art Germ, Stanley Lau?
Oh no, not Stanley Lau doesn't collect Hot Toys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so our Art Germ, who we're also friends of Art Germ as well, but he doesn't actually. He's starting to collect a lot of the statues of his own stuff. That's because but that's because they give that stuff to him. That's not because he actively seeks it out.
Wow, unlike Tom Holland, who can't even get his own figure. I don't know if you all saw that. We were talking about
Well, since Tom Holland, I guess he's not really in contracts with the people who are making the toys. But for Stanley, what it is he has a contract with Sideshow Collectibles.
Yep.
And he actually designs some of the statues, and some of the statues are based on his artwork. So I think all those statues that he's somewhat involved with, they give him one. And what he said he's going to do is he's going to put them all in his studio in Singapore. He's going to have them all in his studio. So
that's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stanley's a funny guy.
He's a funny guy. He's a good guy.
He's my favorite old man.
Are you a big fan of his art?
Who, Stanley? Yeah. Hell yeah. His stuff is amazing.
Yeah, he's an amazing artist. I mean, his commissions are very expensive, but he's amazing.
I could never afford one of those, but I enjoy looking at him on Instagram.
Yeah, you can always buy the print. You still support the artwork.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Emiya is the print master. He's always hawking print every time we go to some event. He's like, I gotta get a drawing. I gotta get this. I gotta get that.
Yeah. I always go after. Same with Rick Dom here. He always goes with me.
We go to get all these artists to sketch for us and whatnot.
Yeah.
Maybe you can have one of them sketch a Boog Nubis.
Oh man, I'm already having that done.
I tell you this, man.
Both of you together.
If you told me I had unlimited amounts of commissions for free from Art Germ, I would get you and Boog done immediately.
Absolutely.
I want the Boog Nubis and I want the power of the pharaohs. I'd give him a picture of you. I'd say, hey, do the pharaoh headdress on him, make him as buff as you want, and just see what Art Germ does.
Yeah, I'll just take that. That would be the request, and then whatever else, I'll just show him a picture of you, and just do whatever you want, and have him post it. Tag you as well. See you in that all drawn in that Stanley Lau style would be good.
I'm suing.
He's probably never drawn anyone like you.
I'm suing all parties involved.
Man, he could do it. He could do it in like the same pose that one, just very like stoic, posed up with the muscles. Man, that'd be incredible.
Yeah, crouching over the city like Batman, it'd be lit.
Oh man, that'd be incredible too. The city can witness the power of the pharaohs.
Oh,
perfect.
Alive.
All right, so what else is going on? What else happened this past week? Did we what movies
Star Wars Celebration hit.
Oh, that's right.
Mad Black Series got announced.
Oh, we didn't talk about the new trailer, did we?
There was nothing to talk about.
We didn't talk about the Black Series figures they revealed either.
Right.
What was that again? I forgot already.
Ooh. There was Luke with the land speeder. There was
Ray with the speeder.
Thrawn, CCC.
Yeah, Thrawn with like all the accessory pack and stuff like that.
Right.
The Mezco version of Ray.
Oh, that Thrawn with that That didn't look like it was actual real like anything. It just looked like it was like
There's a second picture where it shows you that all those items are actual tangible plastic items.
Oh, okay.
Including the helmet, the Stormtrooper.
Yeah, that's what I was concerned
and
about.
that's the only way you can get it. The regular release is probably just going to be the figure and like one accessory.
I'm
if you watch
the
show Star Wars Rebels, you can and you like it.
God tier.
You can pretty much not get any other version. You have to have that one because he comes with a bunch of Star Wars Rebels specific items.
Like the helmet.
Yeah, the helmet. That like tiki, like like thing from from Hera's world.
Yep.
He comes with it comes with a lot that is very specific to Rebels.
That one's gonna be expensive. The SDC version is definitely gonna be crazy money on secondary value.
Yeah, I can't. That fucking pilot Luke's going for $100. That's crazy.
What was the retail on? I think $50.
It's just the anniversary.
Oh! I thought he meant the 2-pack with the speeder with the.
No, just that convention.
No. Just the Kenner one.
Just the throwback packaging.
Jesus.
I think the real question is anybody else besides me going to buy that Ray? Because that Mezco ass Ray looks dope.
Fucking Ray immediately.
Yo, Ray, yeah, man.
I'm buying it specifically just because whenever I get an import version of Ray, I'm putting her on that fucking speeder.
Well, hey Todd, the only reason why that figure goes for so much money is because it was an exclusive.
Yeah, I mean, it was what, like 25 at the celebration.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're going to re-release that.
Yeah.
With maybe something different about the packaging or something, but I don't see them not releasing that figure to the public.
At this point, like, doesn't all the Star Wars stuff just get re-released?
I mean, they might change up the packaging or whatever because it's a con exclusive. But I mean, I don't think that their con stuff holds any real weight after a while.
Like that Boba Fett.
It's like it comes out and it goes for big money. Then it's available to everybody. Then it goes.
You give it a few months. Within 6 months, you can get it for an affordable price. It seems to be that's what pretty much all the SDCC stuff.
I mean, I don't even collect Star Wars like that, but this is just an amazing set. Beautiful packaging.
Look at the Photoshop. That's the Photoshop version. Wait till you see the real version.
Yeah, you might be right. Well, listen,
I might have to get. The only one that I might get is General Tarkin.
Yeah, I think I'll pick that up too, actually.
Apparently, that one got pushed back, though.
Already? For what?
Yeah.
It's just a fucking head on a body.
I'm in no hurry.
To spring 2018.
Yeah, I'll definitely be picking that up. I need that to go along with my Vader and my troops or whatever. I might pick this guy up too. I don't know, but I'm interested in that land speeder though too, just for the figure arts.
Can that fit 2 people in it? That land speeder?
I was wondering the same shit. Somebody said that it does have 2 seats, but it don't look
barely.
Because in the movie, it fit R2 on the back and then C3PO.
It has 2 seats, but remember R2 was laying on the back.
Right, but C3PO was sitting in the back, no? And then they had
he's not sitting in the seat though. He's just sitting on the back of the car.
Oh, okay.
There's only 2 seats. Now, it technically should be about 25% larger.
Yeah.
It fits 2 people. It fits 2 people not comfortably though, I don't think. It's kind of tight. Yeah, but if it was just a little bit bigger, It has 2 seats. Like he's supposed to be just sitting on behind him. There's no seat on the back. It is supposed to be a 2-seater. And R2, I assume, is magnetically. I mean, not the toy.
Yeah, he's like laying down.
He's just laying down on the back. Just and 3PO just sitting on the back.
I didn't see. That's the thing I didn't know. I thought C3PO was in a seat.
He's just sitting on the back. Just like how R2 is laying down, he's sitting. He's not laying down, but he's sitting on the back. And then
that makes sense.
And they're supposed to be more. It's supposed to be a little more spacious. So I think it's a little bit undersized for sure.
It's tight. It's tight for sure.
But it's definitely tight for those figures. Definitely.
As long as they can fit. I mean, it's tough. Not everybody can be an animated Batmobile. You know, it's tough to. Cause also, this is retailing at what, $60?
Yeah, $60. So $40 for the vehicle, $20 for the figure.
Yeah, so if you're thinking about it, most of the 3 3/4 inch vehicles are like $40. So the good ones anyway. So I guess it makes sense that this is as much as you're gonna get out of this price range.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good deal. It's a little bit undersized, but I think that's just for them to keep the price down. It looks like it should be, in my opinion, about 20% larger overall.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah,
I think the SHF would probably fit in a lot better here.
Oh, because of their size, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad I don't give a fuck about Star Wars.
Oh, that's all right. I'm a Star Trek fan, but I still like this stuff.
I'm so
Here's the rest of the wave. Got this Inferno Squad Trooper from Battlefront 2.
Is that just a direct repaint of the one that came with the TIE Fighter?
Probably.
Okay.
Looks like it.
That's Hasbro.
It's a new squad that they invented for the game, and now they have to have a figure to go with it. And it's
Just like the Shock Troopers were for the last game. Not that they were made up, but that they were the exclusive figure. Who's this? This is Jaina Solo?
Right.
And she comes with a purple lightsaber, no? Yeah.
Looking like Ellen Page right here.
Right? It's crazy that out of all the people who have purple lightsaber, we get her before Mace Windu.
Yeah.
But that Qui-Gon Jinn looks absolute fire. So there's that.
There's Tarkin with the probe droid.
Man, that face sculpt looks pretty good.
I don't know who this is.
This
That's Forest Trooper.
No, he's got a name. He's Commander Gree, I think. Dave
from,
Castle made a custom of it. It looks amazing, but they bit that recipe 1,000%. Yeah, I think it's Commander Gree.
This from Rebels?
No, that's from Clone Wars and Episode 3.
Oh, okay.
He's on Kashyyyk. He's the one who leads the Kashyyyk troopers.
Oh.
His helmet is the one that comes with the SDCC version of Admiral Thrawn.
Yeah, it looks like it. Got the double jointed elbows back. That's good.
Yep. Hopefully they work as well as they look.
I'm not seeing.
Oh, there's no pictures of Qui-Gon there?
No.
Oh man, that Qui-Gon figure is the one I'm most excited for.
I guess this Imperial Trooper, the Inferno Squad, is a GameStop exclusive.
Why is Gree more money than everybody else? If you look at it right there, it says everybody's $19 and then Gree's $25.
Toys R Us.
Toys R Us, right there. Yeah, right. Makes sense.
Look at that. And for the Land Speeder, which is the SDCC exclusive as well, that's $89.99.
The Land Speed is also an exclusive? It's not hitting retail?
There's probably going to be an exclusive, or a retail release, which is some variation of this. It might just be the thing by itself without Luke.
I think the biggest question is if that Jedi Temple Guard helmet will fit over the Kanan figure they already released.
Oh.
If that happens, that would be crazy.
So that's a $50 set, which isn't bad, honestly, for all you get with this set. I mean, I think this is a fantastic looking set.
It's a ton of props.
A lot of it, what you'll be paying for is packaging.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are, of course. But I mean, it's a little bit better of a single figure exclusive.
Yeah.
Say, the Jyn Erso we got last year.
Oh my God! What was the year before that? Was just the Clone Trooper, right? The one that everybody got at retail.
The First Order Trooper.
Yeah.
And again, you're just paying for the packaging, but at least here it feels like the packaging is containing a little bit more.
Oh yeah, you're getting bang for your buck on this one.
For sure.
Actually, what lightsaber is that? Is that also Kanan's, or is that one of the Jedi Guards? That's cool. I didn't even notice that.
Is that the dark? No, it's not
yeah,
the dark saber.
I think that's a guard,
Grail,
no?
maybe. Like
yeah,
Indiana Jones, Holy Grail.
The official crossover everybody wanted.
Actually, that could be true because maybe the animators put it in as like an Easter egg or something, and then it got made into a real thing. There's that helmet. I mean, it's a good.
Yeah, it is the same helmet.
Anything else we want to talk about from Star Wars Celebration? We want to talk about this Last Jedi thing. Trailer.
They were celebrating a lot there, that's for sure.
They were celebrating Han Solo being sober there. What's his name? Harrison Ford.
They were
answering questions very awkwardly.
Man, that guy has crashed planes so much. I don't know how
he's crashed more vehicles than his actual fictional counterpart has crashed vehicles.
Well, while we're talking about Star Wars, anybody pick up the 40th anniversary set?
I know Dave Bronx did, but that's about it.
I haven't picked up the Vader, but I have a bunch of random ones from the wave itself. Like I have R2-D2, I have Leia, and I have Old Man Kenobi.
So it's confirmed, right, that Leia has a new head sculpt?
Yeah, 100%. Oh, well, I don't know. I didn't ever own the first one, so.
Yeah, this is a revival.
Yeah, she has a new head sculpt.
Okay. Now, does Obi-Wan or no?
I don't think so.
I'm not sure, but I think all the other ones are the same. Only the Darth Vader is different. Darth Vader is different.
Yeah, he's got a different helmet.
Yeah, different, and then I think the deco is slightly different too. For Leia, it looks like it's supposed to be just the head. I know a lot of people were complaining about because they essentially kind of came out around the same time.
Yeah.
So yeah, but she's 100%. She has a new head. Looks way better than the one that comes in the box.
Because Obi-Wan's other head
weird.
is kind of...
I got the 40th anniversary Leia at Target, and I got the original release of Leia from Amazon, and they look very I mean, I can't tell the difference. I don't know if I got lucky and they put the new head on.
Maybe they did a running change.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Is that possible?
It's possible, but I mean, because
the first release of Leia is ugly.
It's just the paint.
No.
It's not the actual sculpt; it's the paint.
Oh no, the sculpt is different. The sculpt is definitely different.
Oh, but I know the eyes are crazy as hell on the first release.
If you watch Robo's review, you can definitely tell the difference. But on these two that I have in my hand, I can't tell the difference.
Maybe it's a running change. Maybe
it's probably a running change.
Maybe that first one with the ugly head is gonna be a rare variant now. I don't know.
It seems like it's
ugly. HTF, hard to find ugly Leia.
Well, hey, that slave Leia ended up being hard to find. No.
Yeah.
Didn't that happen? They pulled that. So.
Yeah, she was rocking the pegs forever at my Target.
Right, that was a $6 figure at most.
Yeah,
and now it's like $40.
It was her and Greedo that were the peg warmers forever.
Yep.
And now even Greedo sells for like $35. Like what?
Right.
Who knows?
Well, that was like with the first wave with Maul and R2. That's why R2 got released, because that fucker was going for like $100 at some point.
Right.
I actually just sold all of my Black Series, that whole crew actually. Wow. It's on layaway for somebody.
Smart. Hope they don't listen to the podcast.
I saw that they had Leia, Luke, and Obi-Wan, and I'm like, oh, it's cool, man. If they had the fucking Vader here, I might have to cop. And on my way out, I saw the video.
Apparently, the Vader, it's not just the head, also the gloves and the clothing covering the upper guard above the control panel are different as well.
Yeah,
make him look more like A New Hope instead of Return of the Jedi and Empire. What's funny is the stand. The first podcast I was on, I was talking about. I was like, I really hope they come with the original stand set up, and it's cool that Vader comes with that. That's sick.
I mean, that's the only reason I copped the entire rest of the wave, except for R2 and Han that they didn't have. It's like they had Vader, and I'm like, man, this is a nice looking set. Probably
they look good. Yeah,
it looks good. I'm a sucker for this retro packaging anyway. So
hell yeah, I did it. The vintage collection, I bought it with that.
I love and I hate it because I don't want to open any of them.
Yeah.
Like they're still. I've not opened any single one of them because I just don't want to fuck it up.
Yeah, you ain't supposed to open your toys anyway, so you're good.
Well, I mean, if I guess besides Leia, all the other ones, if guys Leia and Darth Vader, you can just, if you already have the old one, there's no reason to open the vintage collection.
Yeah. Like whenever I get Han, I'm never gonna open it because I already have like 2 Hans open.
Yeah, I mean the thing about Star Wars, it has a very strong mint and package community, so they still cater a lot to those collectors. Not a lot of old school collectors who don't open anything; they just hang it on their wall. So
yeah, these are literally the first Star Wars figures I've picked up. I haven't bought any Black Series before this, and
ever
I keep in package.
Wow.
Anyone that knows me knows that.
They're not going to be. I mean, that's the thing, is that there's going to be so many mint on card or people that have these mint on card that the value really isn't. It's not like if you had an original Ken or Boba Fett still in the package. It's nothing. Those.
Right, but I think the idea is that these will kind of reach that same level of value in.
Impossible. They're made in mass quantities now, though.
Yeah,
well, it's not even about the quantities. I mean, the old figures are made in quantity. It's just the fact that we have a collector's market that's actually aware of collectibles. Back then, these were just made for kids to open and play with. So it's a different kind of, the market is different.
That's a terrifying thought, man, to ever think that these were at one point made for kids. Because
that's why there's nothing really, unless it's something that's particularly meant to be limited. These things, a lot of things don't really go up in value. I mean, you guys just talked about before some of the earlier Black Series figures, because they don't really reissue them. Those have gone up in value. So
this card too, like you said, was over 100 before this re-release. So
Yeah,
this card too, like you said, was over 100 before this re-release. Technically,
yeah. I don't think we'll ever see. I mean, I don't think we'll ever see Darth Maul get re-released. But now that Qui-Gon's coming out, there's hope. But
I mean, they can always re-release it whenever they want. It's just, I guess, it seems like they're really conservative with the 6-inch Star Wars stuff. I mean, when Hasbro first announced it, everyone was expecting it was going to be pretty much essentially replacing the 3 3/4 inch, which they essentially do everybody. They always reissue figures for. But oddly enough, since it started, they actually have been fairly conservative about how they release stuff. They don't really reissue figures. They don't really keep things on the market like they do with the 3 3/4 inch stuff. So
I can see them reissuing Maul as like a Duel of the Fates treat free.
Exactly.
It'll happen eventually, for sure.
Yeah.
Darth Maul, yeah.
If I were Hasbro, you know, I'd be thinking of fun ways to pull out the same figure but in different ways.
Especially because the way that like the figures that have already been released single card. If you look at the Han Greedo 2-pack, that was something that was single card.
Right.
And then they didn't even change anything. They just slapped it in a different package.
In a cardboard Keiyo.
Would be really interesting if they didn't like necessarily re-release Maul, but just made the version of Rebels.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That would be very interesting.
Especially because you can use basically that mold. You know, there's a lot of parts of that mold that already exist you can use. And with them slowly
the only thing you'd need to change is just the waist down.
Even the knockoff Darth Maul is pretty damn good. So it's like if you really need that figure, it's not going to cost you much to get.
And another thing to consider as far as the value of this set, I mean, look at the Star Wars logo. It's silver foil. That's going to increase the value in years to come for sure. Especially when the 50th anniversary rolls around and they got gold foil, extra special.
Hell yeah. See, he gets
it. I just don't open them because I think they just look too nice.
Yeah, they really do. Especially if you get a nice crisp card.
Well, what would have been really cool is if they included like, if you see on the packaging, you see how Darth Vader has his yellow lightsaber, and even if you look at Obi-Wan's packaging, it's got like this miscolored yellow saber and stuff like. If they really went all out and like, you know how NECA does for their Kenner lines, like with the Predators and stuff, just go 100% balls to the wall Kenner accurate with one wave. I would be souped.
I think the Gentle Giant is actually doing giant re-releases of these guys too.
Yeah,
you know, they have their jumbo figures.
Yep.
Exactly the same as they were made in the Kenner days. Exactly like this with the cape, just kind of being
the
like
pop-out lightsaber and stuff.
And then the pop-out saber, exactly. Moving on, anything else we want to talk about as far as Star Wars Celebration before we talk about? I know people in the comments are asking about articulated icons, and we're gonna get to it.
Oh yeah, that is actually on the agenda. I could fucking show you my phone right now. It's there. That was
agenda.
But let's get those final thoughts on the Star Wars, unless anyone doesn't care anymore.
I'm gonna keep buying them. I'm not gonna open them. It's gonna depress me.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for Leia to go super cheap because I'm gonna buy a fuck ton of those for customs. So.
Oh, the body
mentioning too.
Yeah, fantastic.
It's worth mentioning too. I got these at Target, but Walmart is supposed to be getting a ton of these. I think they're showing up at Walgreens as well.
Walmart.
And then there's a GameStop. Fred Meyer? Someone said Fred Meyer?
Isn't that the guy who played Mr. Rogers? Who's that?
That's a grocery store chain in the Midwest.
Oh, okay.
I got
Stop and Shop up here.
And then I was also going to say that there's a GameStop exclusive. It's the fucking droid that
R2D4?
Right, that one. The red one with the blockhead.
It's R5.
That's a GameStop exclusive.
I think it's R5D4.
R5D4. There you go.
That thing is a pain in the ass to find. I've been calling and it's.
Yeah.
I don't care about the Astrotex.
Why would anybody want R5D4? He's got a bad motivator.
Damn.
I'm not motivated.
It's effective. It's worth more, Todd. At least the eBay listing says so. And then we got a question: Is Vader only going to be available in this set? Anyone know?
I think yes, that would make mad sense. Because if not, why would anyone ever buy this set? But it's Hasbro, so it could happen.
You know, Hasbro's going to whore that thing out. They're going to fucking.
I can't wait to see what Walgreens exclusive we get in this style of packaging because that's going to be easy as fuck to get.
Oh yeah.
I don't understand why when Rogue One came out they didn't make a 6-inch Rogue One Vader.
That is interesting.
I mean, that's basically.
You know what I mean?
With another Vader, they're supposed to be coming out with another Vader aside from this 40th anniversary one or whatever it is.
Are they, or is it just a direct repackage?
I could swear that they were supposed to be doing another Vader. That I heard about this some months ago.
No idea about that.
I think this might be that Vader, though. That's the thing. I heard about that too, but I think this is that Vader we've seen.
I mean, technically, it is that Vader. If it's the one from
Yeah.
Rogue One, it's the same.
I think
right.
I think Robo said that this one is a lot more similar to the Rogue One Vader. So
right.
This might have been what happened to that one then, because that makes sense. They want to sell this set. That's one way to do it. Because I wouldn't buy if this was just a set. It'd be like the other one was. You could send away for it or some shit like that. Nobody would want that. But
right.
How much is the set with Vader, by the way?
40.
Yeah, it's worth it.
And all the other ones are 20.
It'd be nice.
Actually, Walmart right now has all their Black Series for $10. A lot of Walmarts. Everyone in my area, because they're trying to clearance them out for the new stuff to come in. I bet you can receipt match and get them all for $10.
Whenever,
not the set.
Whenever you guys in the East Coast say that shit, I would hit the caveat, except California, because we never see these fucking crazy sales until like,
damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. They for some reason, whenever our Walmart's up here trying to clear stuff out, it's like they're having a fire sale on everything. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, my God, we're having a fire!
I see people posting pictures of figures for like $3, and it's like, nah,
I'll never forget the day that I went up there. I went to my Walmart and I just bought this random Brock Lesnar because I just wanted it, and I take it up there, and the lady's like, That'll be 26 cents.
Right?
And I was like, hold on, I'll be right back. And I went back and I bought every single fucking wrestling figure they had for 26 cents.
Damn.
Oh man, that's the thing though, because another one is whenever they're dumping legends, they're $8 legends. They don't even care if they're 2 waves behind. They're too far behind.
Well, let's move on because we got people asking about articulated icons, and we need to address it.
Yeah, we're gonna hit that nail on its not on the head thing.
I like that segue.
I'm going to refrain what Boog said in his 100th episode is that of main course. I'm good. I don't. As long as we get quality shit, I'm just going to sit tight. I'm not in any fucking rush to get them.
Right.
I'm good. Just give me good shit.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it at all. I'm not. If we're gonna get better product at the end of the day, I mean, it's fine. We've been waiting this long. Waiting a little longer is not really going to make a difference, honestly.
Honestly, it actually helps me because I'm having somebody build me a dio, so it gives them time to get it done before I get here.
I mean, I'm going to pull up their latest update so we can kind of read through that. Anyone else want to talk about these articulated icons? I mean, the gist of it is basically that they've been delayed for a little while longer. Dallas got his early set, and even he was noticing some different things wrong with the hands as far as being a little bit too difficult to swap, breaking some of the pegs. Basically, the plastic on the hands themselves is just a little bit too hard. It makes it difficult to swap and is snapping the peg sometimes. So they've gone back and given that to the factory, and hopefully that'll be corrected. Maybe take about 2 weeks. Maybe total add a month to the waiting time, which isn't too bad.
Did they even specify any dates? Because
let's see.
I think they just kind of left that up in the air.
Let's see. As the three of us were looking over everything, we came across some issues that had not been present in previous reviews of samples from the factory. There were some incorrect accessory packouts and a minor paint issue here and there. But the bigger issue to us was the interchangeable parts, specifically the hands and alternate packed heads, were not easily swapped. With a little bit of heat, there were no issues. However, without applying heat to the heads or hands, we were not satisfied with the amount of potential breakage that might occur. I mean, it just goes to show you how anal these dudes are and how nitpicky they are to really get this right. So if we've been waiting this long and they shipped it out as is, because basically that's what this was. This was the final samples. These were about to be shipped out. And then these different problems were identified, and good for them for going back and wanting to fix them, because if we've been waiting this long and we get something that, has the problems that were just mentioned, then people would have fucking rioted. Like absolutely, like chairs being thrown.
Yeah, if a third of your figures break, that's not acceptable. Those are NECA numbers.
Damn, shots fired.
Shots fired.
You want
Fabio's about to throw a
pump those
Molotov
numbers up a
cocktail
little
to
bit.
Sacramento.
Quick, spoil the movie for Todd.
Damn,
Word.
Fabio's about to hit you with a haymaker.
Snape kills Dumbledore.
Damn.
Yeah, oh my god.
Continuing on, we debated between the three of us what to do, frustrated that this was an issue that we had not come across before. We discussed warning everyone about this issue and asking them to use heat when changing parts, but ultimately decided that it is a compromise that we did not want to make. We made this line with the intention that people would be mixing and matching parts and pieces right out of packaging, so we decided that we would rather deal with the frustration and disappointment from yet another delay than to risk the frustration and disappointment of our backers receiving product that was not what we promised. Factory is making necessary changes to address the heads and re-injecting all of the hands in a slightly more flexible PVC in order to correct the issue. They just sent along some images of the replacement hands being made. This, everybody, is a Chinese toy factory.
Damn, that's depressing as fuck. I'm gonna be so honest.
Right? Look at this.
I'm sorry, Fabio. Did you say there was a did they give you a time frame? Didn't say how much.
No. I don't think there's anything here.
Yeah, I don't remember there being a time frame. But that to me that's taking shit seriously. You know, when the main one of the main selling points of the figures was the swappability. And I mean when you guys had them in hand, that was really exciting to see. You guys were having so much fun, making all these combinations. And imagine if when you guys were doing that, shit was breaking left and right. That would have been a huge PR problem.
It would have been embarrassing, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. So
we're gonna have to cut this live show short. My mother's calling me right now. I gotta.
Yeah,
I'm excited either way, man. It's so many. I don't know if you guys got to see Dallas's video, but the possibilities for swapping and for doing different things is literally just endless, man. So it's like the fun factor with these is through the roof. So that fun factor would be totally diminished if pegs break and different things break and you don't have that ability to do any swaps anymore. So that would kill it. So
right.
Yeah, I specifically went back and ordered. Once I saw the possibilities, I went back and ordered more shit. I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to be able to do this, this, and this. So that's fine. I don't mind waiting.
Yeah.
Waited this long.
It's one of those things where, nobody's saying that it doesn't suck that we have to wait longer. But, honestly, if the stuff is going to turn out better, I don't see the complaint. I mean,
we've been waiting this long.
I don't know if anyone realizes it. Like, it's just every Kickstarter has these problems. I mean, don't even get me started on something that got funded with an insane amount of money, like Mighty Number 9.
Oh God!
Fucking took forever,
and was garbage.
Even something in the same realm, like Four Horsemen, who took long too. It just is what it is. They're not Hasbro. They're not Mattel. They can't. They just can't operate at that speed and stuff like that. And maybe it is their problem for not stating that in the beginning that it very likely take longer, but still.
I mean, luckily it's just basically one part that can be easily manufactured and en masse, and it might not make the delay that much longer. I'm thinking of like a month at most. And like I said, it's really not too bad. All things considered, the amount of money that we've dropped on these. As a community, I think it's worth it to wait for better product. You really can't complain about that.
Oh yeah. These things aren't cheap.
No. Cool. Anything else we want to discuss about AI? I mean, the live stream that Dallas did was pretty informative. Pretty much everything was addressed there.
Where the hell are you, Boog? Everybody wants to hear your thoughts.
He's eating noodles.
Yeah.
Me and Rick were supposed to link up with Dallas and David Walton and JC this weekend at Silicon Valley Comic-Con, but since David and JC couldn't make it, we decided, it's not not worth, because we all have a drive. I have the longest drive, but I was looking forward to handling the samples because Dallas was going to bring the samples.
Yeah, that was one of the things I was really excited for too, and it just didn't work out. You know, David had whatever he had to do going on, so he's a family man. He's got a job, and
go home and be a family man.
Go home and be a family man, yeah. And JC had some sort of family function going on, and JC, David are out. David's like Dallas's best friend, so there goes Dallas, and it was just gonna be me and Todd was gonna drive 6 hours to just be like, hey, it's you and me.
Bro out.
We're just gonna hold each other's hands the entire time. And it just didn't work out. Hopefully they'll come out for the toy show or something.
Well, here's a couple different swaps from Dallas's Instagram. I think we all recognize homeboy on the left right here.
Yo, Bruce Lee.
What? Who's that? No.
That's Chow Yun Fat.
Oh yeah, you're right. Bulletproof Monk. No.
So, I mean, like you were saying, the parts swappability is really what's going to put these over the top. And if shit's breaking when you're doing what it's intended to do, then, yeah, that's a problem. Completely cuts the fun factor. I mean, this...
At the very least, they weren't like, oh, shit, we just started shipping and things are breaking. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck. That wasn't...
Hell yeah.
The Wolverine, Jesus. That was...
Snake Eyes. I mean, wow, Storm Shadow.
Revoltech Wolverine right here.
Look at them clothes. How they fit in his forearm. That's
fuck
dope,
yeah.
Well said, Jake.
Thank you.
Yeah, that looks nuts.
Oh, he's back from the
you fucking kidding me, Boog?
What happened? I missed something.
You missed all the articulated icon thing.
No, I didn't. I was here for most of it. I literally just tucked my daughter in bed.
Oh, we were just went to go ask you what you thought about all this, the delay and all that shit.
I'm not worried. A lot of people are really going nuts. I talked about this a little bit in main course. I'm not worried at all. I'm just not worried. Everything will be all right. It's taking a long time just so they could get it right. It's not like they all went to Honolulu or some shit on everybody's dime. It's all right.
Low-key, the longer you wait, the better it gets.
I follow that guy's personal account, and they're all chilling right now in fucking Barbados.
Barbados, man.
They're visiting Rihanna's childhood home. I don't know what's going on.
Why are those patches upside down on that Deadpool? I don't know why that aggravated me.
That's how it's that's totally accurate though.
Is it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
Oh, pouches. Okay.
Yeah, that is 1,000% accurate. When he's running and he's switching clips, he just pulls
slides him down.
It slides down and he picks it up. Yeah, that's why it's like that.
That's the Revoltech one, right?
Yeah, that's the Revoltech one. It's actually completely accurate.
I got the knockoff one coming. I'm excited.
Got some size
speaking of accuracy, a little bit off the base right now of AI. Just to note something, because somebody brought it to my attention on PNP. As much as we're making fun of that Moon Knight, I didn't know that it is like the most accurate Moon Knight that they've made. It's like 1,000% accurate down to the Crocs.
Yeah, that's
that version.
It is just terrible.
Yeah,
the shoes is just terrible.
Well, it's not worse than when he was running around in the white suit.
Oh, I like that.
I don't know about that shit.
That reminds me of that one comic book, Superior.
Yup.
Just like it.
But yeah, these are looking like they're just gonna scale with the majority of everything that we dealing with here.
Ninja.
Yeah, I think it was brilliant size that they made them because you can fudge them with your Legends and you can fudge them with your SHF and your Soda. I think that was a brilliant move. That was a perfect size that they went with.
Yep. Oops.
I just wish I need to get more red ninjas. That's what I need.
All I ordered was Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes. I didn't order anybody else.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, Rick.
No regrets.
Hey, if it makes you feel better, I didn't order any.
Sweet summer child, you fucked up.
I got no regrets, man.
You got to get at least one black ninja.
You got to get at least 3 of a red and a black.
True.
Man, I buy way too many things from Japan.
You're a Japan in the ass.
Oh!
You gotta have priorities.
Shots fired.
Yeah, I just if I went too crazy, I would just
Exactly.
I mean, it It really is crazy how long we've been waiting for this. This was October 2015.
Oh yeah, I got that one too. I got the fucking I got the what's it called? When the Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah.
The review from Ninja Gaiden. I got that one too. So I got 3.
You gotta get that.
Woo! 3 in the house.
Yeah, I almost slept on that Blue Ninja, but I went back and got him.
The not
I
Ninja
slept on
Gaiden
Solitaire.
review.
That was dumb of me because I didn't realize originally that Solitaire is supposed to be the same character as the Undying Ronin and the Evil Sensei.
That's like the only figure I got to flip.
I got it for Snake Eyes.
You're such a scalper, Todd.
Damn.
Scalper.
California. The
You gotta pay to
California
keep away them
scalper.
movies.
Your girl's favorite scalper, Todd Ortiz.
All of a sudden, Stone Cold Steve Austin music breaks.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, the more I like see the SH Figure Arts Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I don't like them. I don't know, man. I don't like them for some reason. I'm really debating selling all 4 of my shits, but
Let me tell you what happened to me, Boog. You know, I told this to Emiya before too. I ordered so much of these TMNT figures just off of like how much I loved it as a kid, and then I got them in. No matter the line, Revoltech, SHF, it happened the same every time. I was just like, you know what? I honestly don't even like the Turtles that much as an adult. And they're not like bad figures or anything. I just don't have that with those characters anymore. With that franchise, I don't feel it like that no more.
I got you. I'm kind of feeling like I'm in the same boat, but a reason I'm saying that is because I just got Michelangelo in this past week. I didn't even open it, but that was the last one I needed for the 4. But I want to see what happens if they decide to do Krang and if they actually put out that Shredder. I'm pretty sure the Shredder is going to drop at the very least. But
Well, yeah, that Shredder,
happen.
I feel for sure that Shredder's going to come.
the villains might make me feel a little better about the Turtles, but they're just goofy looking fucking figures to me. I don't know.
Yeah, man, they look like they
I
just.
don't like the way they pose though either. The diecast is great, and it makes you feel like, oh, I got a nice quality expensive figure here, but it's not. It doesn't pose how I would really want it to though, man. It's not the greatest,
Just to go
Is
back
that anything to do with the diecast, though?
Say it again.
Is that anything to do with the diecast?
I think that the diecast might be limiting the articulation a little bit.
I'm just curious in what way, because they asked me those kind of questions. I have to give the feedback back to them. So
Yeah, you know what? It's that lower torso. Just that whole lower torso is not as agile as I would like it to be, I guess. The entire figure is just very stiff, and normally that doesn't bother me. Like, it makes me feel good about the purchase if it's not all loosey goosey, but it's hard to get into posing those figures. It's not like, it's ninja poses basically.
do you feel like the diecast has limited the range somehow?
Yeah, I don't know why that was necessary for Ninja Turtles. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why was that necessary for?
I think they wanted. I think I remember them saying that they wanted it for balance reasons. You think the figures will be able to balance without the diecast?
I don't see why not. Any other SH figure I figure will balance without diecast.
Well, I mean, they don't have like big shells and stuff. Do you think that plays?
Right. I mean, they could have hollowed out the shells though. It's like, I don't know, man.
It was one of those things where I don't know if it was necessary, honestly, to have diecast outside of the feet. I think having the feet have diecast would have been enough. Okay. But they did put a shitload of diecast in those figures. I've seen the breakdown, and it's just like...
It's like the entire leg, right? Pretty much like
the entire leg, the belt. It's just like, why?
It's weird, yeah.
No, it's Japanese people like diecast, so... I love diecast, but I don't like Ninja Turtles. So
yeah, I remember when Adam was talking to us about it in the interview. He was just so excited, like, we put a lot of diecast in it. And we were like,
yeah.
Why?
Just to go back and talk about the waiting on the articulated icons. A lot of us, I mean, we the main crew right here, we aren't really concerned about all this wait time. But there's, I mean, from what I'm reading in this comment right here, there's a lot of people who are pretty concerned about it. this dude is saying like these guys are thieves. Don't buy these. They're not responsible.
What?
I bought this
Filthy
over 2
casuals.
years ago. I spent $35
They're
and
not
it
the only
never
one.
arrived.
If you go on a lot of other forums, there's a lot of people that apparently have demanded to get their money back, and whoever's running AI hasn't been very good about responding to them. So some of them have actually done chargebacks and things like that on them as well.
More for the rest of us. That's fine. Honestly, but listen to this guy. He's like, I spent $35 over 2 years ago, and I've never gotten my product.
It's one of those things.
$500 in with less sweat on their brow than you.
It's one of those things that the viewers that back need to understand. None of us are saying that it doesn't suck that they're still not out. Nobody here is claiming that it isn't a pain in the ass that we don't have those figures. Nobody's saying that. It does suck.
But at the end of the day, the money is spent. Like the worst that could happen is that you can't get it and you'll get a refund. So great, you'll get your money back. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the worst that could possibly happen. At this particular point though, unless you like need rent money or some shit, then what are you even like worried about? Like,
I'm sorry, if $30 makes the difference for you needing to pay your rent, it's like Jesus. Yeah.
$35. I've invested 28 times that. Get the fuck out of here.
I've invested a small amount.
Yeah.
It's silly though too for like people to be like yo, where are these dudes going? Like, yo, they're so engulfed in the community that it's like if some shit were to happen, then the community would easily get them out of here. But they're so like entwined in the community. The Foosh has been around forever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, where are these guys going? Like, there's nowhere to hide. Like, what do you?
Let me tell you.
Do you buy Marvel Legends? Okay, well, you buy the fucking shit that these guys sculpt.
Right.
Yeah, these guys are at every convention. They work for all these companies. Like, these guys aren't just a random person that wanted to make figures. They all work in the industry, and you could literally look up their names and find out what company they work for. They work for big companies. They don't work for Jazzware. These guys they work with Gentle Giant. They work with Diamond Select. They work with NECA. You name it. These guys are everywhere. So
what's gonna happen is that shit's gonna work out, and when everything drops and they start showing up everywhere and every display and stuff like that, a lot of these cats are gonna have to eat their words, and that's what it'll be. They'll be trying to get them, or it'll be.
Yo, let me get that.
It'll be a crazy they'll be at crazy prices on the secondary market, man. That's what's gonna happen, really.
One of those things where everyone that canceled their stuff is gonna be like, "Well, I didn't want them anyways." Just wanting to find a way to be okay with the fact that they just preemptively freaked out just because their customer service doesn't seem to be like the greatest strength they have. Like, these guys actually have jobs outside of AI. It's if anybody didn't know, they have jobs outside of AI with these toy companies. So there's busy cats. This is just a passion project that they really wanted to have done, and they're obviously still working on it. So it's if these guys have been silent for like 2 or 3 months, I'd understand, but they're updating you, and it sucks, but oh well. If it's really that big of a deal, get your money back, and that's it.
I went ahead and opened up the Q&A, so we should have some questions coming in if anyone has anything to ask about AI or anything we talked about today. Like I said, man, it's no worries. We've been waiting this long. A little bit longer is hardly going to make a difference. It might even make it more exciting when you actually have them in hand, honestly. And as far as this dude being out $35 and feeling scammed, I mean, like I said, fuck, dude, people are in over $500, $1,000 even. Like,
I know some people that have thousands of dollars into this stuff, and they're still riding it.
Dallas.
The creators themselves have thousands of dollars in.
Right? Yeah, definitely.
It's like we've all been saying, dude. It sucks. Nobody's gonna sit here and sugarcoat it for you and act like it doesn't suck that it's still taking this long. But it's gonna come out, and it should be better.
Why is this any different than any other figure that you pre-order a year and a half in advance and stuff like that? You know what I'm saying? Why is it any different than any other? Look how much they've been pushing back the freaking Nightmare Batman and Deadshot from Mayfex. That shit keeps getting pushed back. Mayfex always gets shit pushed back, right? You know what I'm saying?
There's been some Figmas that take a shitload of time. You know? And
Mayfex Darth Vader, I waited for like a year and a half for.
Yeah, the Darth Vader. Oh my god, that Mayfex Darth Vader. Jesus, that thing took forever.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, it's no different, and you know, it's the same premise for the most part. It is what it is. You're waiting for a collectible, and you're waiting for it to be done right, and you don't want the shit to be fucked up. So just cool your jets and just hang out for a bit. It'll be all right, man.
Man, we all see the pictures that Dallas is putting up. We all want the stuff, but you know, if it's not, if the stuff that they gave him early, you know, for how much work he did for them and for the line, that stuff broke. You know what more do you want? You know, hopefully they fix this stuff. It's not a problem. You know, and they get it right, and you just get your stuff a month later than you thought. Oh well.
All right, well, we got some questions coming in. Boog, I actually have one for you. Where the fuck's my cutouts? Never got my cutouts.
Ooh, you never got cutouts from me?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I ordered cutouts forever ago. I thought you were going to ship them with my Mezco stuff, but...
Why didn't you just pick it up when you were in New York?
You know what? You're right. I screwed that up because, yeah, you're right. I did screw that up.
Well, to answer your question, Rick, I didn't even get to go to Boog's place or anything. I just met him at work, basically. So it's not.
Man, I would have been waiting in front of this bastard's house. Hey, Boog!
That's my fault. I was actually supposed to give them to you when you were here in New York. Yeah, that's where I screwed up.
No, that's all good.
I'll send them
I bring it up because Sonic Rockman, you know, when the next ones are coming out.
That's true. My girl says it's our fault because we got fucked up on beers and liquors.
Yeah, that was fun though. No regrets.
Definitely. Definitely.
I mean, Sonic, you want to know when the next cutouts are coming out, but dude, the last one's like just hit. You know, it takes a little bit of time in between.
Yeah, they actually still up the last ones, but we actually about to drop like a variety pack of like a bunch of like old ones and some new stuff, and it's gonna be like 5 bonus cutouts in there, something like that too. So for the regular price, I mean, you'll get extra, but it'll be like a variety pack. I know a lot of people have been asking about, you know, stuff from Series 1 and Series 2 and whatever. So it'll be that pretty much, just a bunch, just a nice like variety pack. It's just the best way to describe it. So it'll be that. But the real thing that happened was that this pack that just dropped was supposed to be dropping with the Articulated Icons figures, basically. You know, this obviously that's why it's the martial artist pack, but you know, it got pushed back, so you know, we still dropped and we still trickling out the last remnants of what's left. So if you didn't get Series 5 at all, or if you want to double up on some, then you know, you definitely could still do that and just order them on the website. The link should be in the description of this video too. But there's that, and real quick, I just wanted to plug the 2-pack giveaway. We got a little donation drive for the 2-pack too. Basically, anytime I get something like a little early, a lot of times I'll do this little drive to help with like costs for stuff that we try to do. Like Photo Combat is coming up shortly. We planning for that right now, and I'm trying to give away more trophies for Photo Combat. The past couple years, we only gave away 1 trophy to the first place person. So I'm trying to give at least 3 trophies away, and that shit costs money. And the real quick, the people from the World Tournament that got trophies, those 5 people, those trophies are on the way already. So they should be shipping out to you guys, and maybe this week, actually. Maybe this week, because we built up such a nice rapport with the people that make the trophies that, like, she literally just sends me the shit, and I don't pay forever. She has to remind me, like, man, a year later, like, you still owe me hundreds of dollars for trophies. But yeah, I'll be on some black shit. I'm sorry. But yeah, so those trophies will be here. this week, and they'll go out, and then we'll be sending out some little extra prizes and stuff like that too for those guys. But yeah, I'm off on a tangent. Bottom line is, donation drive right now for the Ultimate Spider-Man and Vulture 2-pack is running. So if you wanted to get in and try to win that 2-pack, you could win it for as little as $5. And the idea is that that money will go towards some of the expenses for Photo Combat, which is going to be great this year again. Photo Combat's turnout and popularity was rivaling the World Tournament last year. Like it actually did better probably than the World Tournament. So looking forward to a lot of people, a lot of newcomers posted in the group and stuff like that. Looking forward to getting us to capacity quick on that. And yeah, I've been talking for a long time. Any more questions?
Fabio?
Hang on, I'm looking. Here's an interesting question from Sonic Rockman. Do we feel like all our collections are the same? Like the same pictures being posted of the same figures?
No, I collect outside of Marvel and stuff that like people find in like the stores around here. So I don't personally feel that way, but I could see why you would if you just stick to like American stuff.
I don't know. Now, when I see people's stuff and in different groups and stuff, and people showing off their collection and stuff, I don't feel like it's necessarily the same as mine. I absolutely don't think that Emiya's collection is anywhere close to my type of collection. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like, you know, it's a lot of people that collect a lot of high-end hot toy stuff and all of that, and I love to look at that stuff, but my collection doesn't look like that. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. If that's what he meant. I don't know if he meant just in terms of, like, displaying, like, taking pictures and shit, but, like, I don't know.
That probably depends on the person. There's probably a lot of people who do have very similar collections. Again, like as Rick Dom said, if you collect like the same stuff, you're just no matter what, your collection is going to be similar to someone else's. But obviously, you know, there's a lot of variety in the community. I think there's a lot of variety. So probably not everyone is like that, and definitely not everybody here. So.
Yeah, even all of us here as a panel, our collections are all drastically different. I mean, Fabio,
you know what? It's not even just the difference in collections too. Everybody's taste and how they present their shit is different too. Like how they display their stuff in their dork room or in their space, wherever they have their stuff. Everybody's eye for putting their stuff on display is totally different too. If you do that sort of thing, if you're not just boxing shit up and putting it in your garage or whatever, but.
Yeah,
agreed.
None of us are mint on card collectors. I think we might have, you know, one to rock, one to stock, but
yep, pretty much.
If you're an MOC collector, you have no business being an A.C.B.A.
Pretty much.
Well, pretty much. If you're a mint and package collector, then you wouldn't have any interest in what we're talking about. Most of the time, we're talking about the toys having problems. I mean, things that you'd only know if you handle the toy, if you actually.
Yeah.
So you know, if it's just in the package, then you'd never know. So.
Yeah. That's a sad existence, man. I'm sorry.
Damn, got him.
That shit's nuts for you to never even know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, looking at the figure in the package and handling the figure is two totally different universes, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could see some shit in the package and you won't even realize how dope it is until you actually get it in hand and stuff. You know, you can't even fathom certain shit sometimes.
Those the only people that appreciate McFarlane's shit.
Oh.
Articulation.
What is that? Who knows?
That was a good imitation.
That was actually.
Man, the way he pronounces that word just gets me every time. Well, how many points you guys want? Like 3-point articulation? What are you gonna do?
They can't even do that.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do with it?
A leg doesn't move that way.
It's so hilarious
when I'm walking, my leg doesn't move like that. So.
And when he does point out articulation, it's like we put a cut there. Like, right. Yeah, a swivel.
My favorite is when he does for all you guys that love articulation, we put a lot in it. And then he shows you like, oh my god.
And it's 3 points.
He had everybody souped on them Spawn figures, and then all of a sudden they dropped it. They're like, "You crazy, Todd."
Like, just don't make it about articulation. Just keep it real. You know.
Better yet, just give away the
Imagine
license.
Got like a figure art Spawn or some shit. Could you imagine that?
Oh my god, that would change the game.
Man, that fucking big cape.
He has a relationship with Metacom, so you never know.
Ooh, man, a Metacom, a Mayfex.
It would break even worse than a.
I'll take that. I'll take a Mayfex break over a McFarlane break. Fuck that.
All day.
Yeah, he did a Real Action Hero Spawn back in the day, which is actually a very popular figure.
Expensive as hell.
Yeah. Expensive, yeah, for sure. Especially now. At aftermarket price. I think when it came out, it wasn't that bad, but yeah, it's definitely pretty expensive now.
Yeah, it was a hundo when it dropped.
I need that. That's that black and gold Iron Man. Emiya was trying to help me find it this past week. I need that black and gold.
It's not about finding it. The exhibit's going on till July. You just need to have someone. The problem is you kind of contacted me a bit late. All the people I know who went, they already went.
How much is it to get in the show?
Like $18. But then you have to pay for their train to get there too. You know what I'm saying? You can't just ask someone to go there for you and not pay for their way. So I was trying to find people who were planning to go but weren't really caring about the figure. There were people, but they already went. That was the problem. So, I mean, it's available on. I mean, it did pop up a few times on the secondhand sites. If I do see it, of course, I'll shoot you the link right away.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I did try. I was trying to find. It's not just you asked me. Pharaoh asked me too. So I was trying to find for both of you guys.
Yeah,
because I know the limit per person is 2. It's 2 pieces per person for each visit. So if I was able to get someone to go, I would have had them grab you one, had them grab Pharaoh one. Just
Been a good deal. Yeah.
So, but yeah, I unfortunately everyone I know who did go, they already went. I was asking, hey, do you plan on going again? You know, if you two plan on, maybe you're in the area, you don't mind going. Maybe, you know, they would pay for your way to get in. You just want to visit, and you just pick up the 2 figures for them. They'll pay for your way to get in. You know, they'll split it or whatever, and then, you know, you can send them the figures or whatever. So we'll see what happens, I guess.
All right, let's take 1 or 2 more questions, and I guess we could wrap up.
All right. Since we're getting Black Series vehicles, do you think Marvel Legends vehicles are not too far off?
Well, that's not happening, man.
Nah.
And why not?
They've already like said a million times that they're not really even trying to go down that route. So I don't think that's happening.
Vehicles for
That's some bullshit.
vehicles for what?
Yeah, if anything, we get the Spider-Man 4-wheeler. That's about it.
Yeah.
I mean, what vehicles could we get from Legends? A Punisher van. What else?
Fantastic.
Motorcycles.
Motorcycles from
Ghost Rider's motorcycle. Ghost Rider's car, I guess. The new one.
That'd be cool, yeah. What about a Quinjet?
Could you imagine how much that would be?
Oh.
Could be much more than the TIE
especially
Fighter.
if it was
True.
Scale.
To scale, Quinjet would be humongous, man.
Mm-hmm.
Huge.
Gargantuan. I'm out of adjectives.
Somebody would buy it though.
Colossal Customs. Daniel wants to know where
AVX
you
would
can
buy
get a
it.
backpack for a pizza Spidey.
Say it again.
Where can you get a backpack for a pizza Spidey? Probably the Tobey Maguire, Peter Parker figure.
Yeah, you got to get one of those old Toy Biz.
That's a good joint to get actually, because you get the lamp and the shelf and a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah, but that pack is actually kind of expensive now, ain't it?
Really? I got it for like $20 not too long ago.
Yeah, maybe if you find it at a show or some shit, but if you're trying to get it on eBay, you're gonna have to pay. You're gonna have to drop a little bit of money, man.
I didn't pay more than 20 or 30 plus
shipping. Probably it's too big for the pizza Spider-Man, but for the smaller guys like Miles Morales, that new Walking Dead figure comes with a backpack. You can kind of fudge it. It's a little bit small, but that's one solution.
Yeah, it's a little easier finding a backpack for those teenage bucks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel like I do have a backpack around here that fits Pizza Spidey though. I gotta look. I used I got like 2 backpacks that fit perfectly for. Oh well, the Mafex backpack fits really nicely for the Kid Spider.
Yeah, that Garfield one.
Yeah.
Andrew Garfield figure.
Yep.
Yeah, the one with the skateboard, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, the Mafex for sure. That's a pretty good one, and you can strap the skateboard to the backpack. But yeah, the Toy Biz one from the first Sam Raimi movie that had like a water squirting feature or something too.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see a couple of different backpacks coming out now with this movie or whatever Spider-Man figures come out.
Supposedly people are getting that wave already. It's kind of weird because that movie's not coming out for a while. Guardians is supposed to come out first, right?
I believe so. I think Guardians is in May, right?
Yeah, a couple more weeks.
May 5th.
Oh, like 1 week.
On Cinco de Mayo.
The weekend after next weekend.
Cinco de Mayo. I got my ticket already.
Wow. I saw a little article about Black Panther today about how well it's going with the choreography and how it's going to pretty much blow everybody's mind.
I hope. I absolutely hope.
Awesome. Can't wait.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting.
Make it happen.
Yeah, the Walking Dead figures that come with the backpacks are Morgan and Eugene. So if you're into that,
Okay.
Everybody wants a Eugene figure. That's gonna be great.
Yeah, definitely. If they go on sale, they'll probably show up at Ross
also affirmative.
because they're like $15 at Walgreens right now.
Here's Charles Swearingen wants to know what's up with Kingpin Customs. Want to get into this?
What does that have to do with us?
I don't know. I mean, the guy was in the group for a while. I think he was in Plastic and Paint. He's just been associated with this community for a while, and he's
I mean, we never repped for him.
You could what?
I said we never represented for him. He didn't represent us.
No, but some people just knew him from within this community, so it's just kind of worth addressing. I mean, he's not in the community anymore. He's pretty much disappeared.
Right, he's out. So
yeah, we kicked him out.
Not much more we can do.
Kicked out of Plastic and Paint. He's deleted his.
The bottom line is
Instagram.
don't ever pay friends and family unless you really know that person.
Yeah, just don't pay up
That's
front
the
for
bottom
customs.
line. That's
Well,
another
no,
thing.
don't pay up front for customs. Don't set his friends and
I
family.
don't like that policy, man. I hate that some shit could happen that makes people feel funny about doing friends and family because literally like 99% of the transactions that I do is always friends and family. I always tell people to pay like that, but I'm not about to run off with nobody's money, but I hate that it's come to this.
Yeah, but I know you. That's what I'm saying. If I don't know you, I'm not fucking risking my money.
I tell people all the time, even when I'm selling shit on Instagram, like send it to me as friends and family and send me your address and everything be good. I'll send you a tracker.
I mean, I have no problem if people want to do as goods and services, but at least cover the fee. Add that additional like 10% or whatever it is on top of the price, so that I get the full amount. If it's $60 or whatever, I get the full 60. Right. But for the convenience for you, for peace of mind, you just pay for the fee. Only fair.
I could see at some point PayPal trying to infringe on your friends and family transactions in a month or some shit at some point. I smell it coming, man.
Absolutely.
Any more questions? Anyone? Major Reaction wants to know who's in charge of putting together the unexpected panels features for Instagram.
Wait, say that again?
The unexpected panels that we put up sometimes. He wants to know who's in charge of that. He wants to give the chef his regards.
For which post was it?
It's on the Instagram. You know how we do like unexpected panels.
Yeah. Unplanned panels.
Right.
Well, it's just different people, different times. It depends. I like that Instagram has the multiple picture feature now, because you could actually lay your panels out like that and have your full pictures there. And it's literally like a quick little comic book and shit. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
I haven't actually used it on my own.
It doesn't let you put in like, you know, the full screen or, you know, whatever the resolution where it just shows the whole horizontal picture.
Well, you gotta crop each picture you want to use. You gotta use some type of squaring app or something like that to get the picture in the right format before you arrange them all in the for that post, basically. So that's how you
dumb. They should have it built in. I mean, you can put the full picture, and then once you switch it to multiples, it'll just square it out no matter what you do.
Well, yeah, they'll update it at some point. I'm sure.
Yeah, they really should, because that's killing me.
They'll definitely fix it. But I mean, Instagram has been making some pretty good strides, man.
Yeah, now every app that you ever use has stories. So
yep. My microwave has stories now. It's crazy. It's getting nuts.
I think that's it for questions, though, I must say.
All right, well, it's about to be top of the hour anyway, so we've been going for 3 hours, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dinner time for me.
Word up.
Here's one more question, I guess. How does it happen to have your picture on the A.C.B.A. Instagram? Like, how do you feature on A.C.B.A. Instagram, basically?
Well, you should join the group first and foremost. But I mean, for you to feature from, you know what? Shout out to, real quick, I'm sorry. Shout out to my man Henry Beltran, because he had actually proposed us doing like a Simple Sunday on Instagram to get more people featured from Instagram or whatever. And he actually mapped out the whole shit for me like a few weeks ago. And I just haven't got around to setting it up. But we're going to be doing that so that way we can feature more people through Instagram. But one of the easiest ways to get featured on Instagram is to be a part of the group on Facebook, because that's where 90% of our features come from. So there are times where we'll look through the hashtags and you know, find something that's hot and post it directly from Instagram or whatever. But a lot of the features come from within the group.
I think that's about it.
All right, so then we out of here. Like I said, follow me on Instagram. It's Boog _ A.C.B.A. Follow the A.C.B.A. Instagram, which is at Articulated Comic Book Art. Go ahead and get involved with this donation drive. Throw down $5 and try to win yourself this 2-pack. Watch Main Course 100. I'm gonna be dropping the Beetle review first from this new Homecoming wave, and then Tombstone right after, and then I guess Spider-Man, Cosmic Spider-Man, which was actually supposed to show up here today. I don't know what happened. They didn't show up, but it'll be that, and I think that maybe tomorrow night I'll have the Ryu figure review from SH Figure Arts too. So got a lot of content coming up. Just stick with me here. Thank you for sticking with me this long, and thanks for watching and subscribing and following all of that good stuff. And I love you all. Colonel?
They call me Colonel Crackers on Instagram, Twitter, Reddit, and Steam. I got a show at Second City Hollywood on the 30th, so that's this Sunday, a week from today, basically. This coming Sunday. I don't really have too much else to plug, honestly. So that's it. Rick?
All right.
Rick's dead. Todd?
Rick, you're muted. You can find me on YouTube, Rectangular with a K. On Instagram, it's at _Rectangular with a K, which I don't really post much on Instagram. Yeah, so if you are interested in keeping up with Marvel Legends news, or just watching some haul videos and working on customs right now, so I'm going to be doing a work in progress video probably in the next week on some customs I'm working on, and that's pretty much it. Rick, are you there?
Yes, hello.
Hey, there we go.
Plug your shit.
Boom, I'm alive. Shit. Well, we still put videos. We just haven't done the podcast in a while. It's the Important Action page. We did an incredible interview with Julian from Bondi. He's a designer, mostly works on like robot stuff. It was a fucking incredible interview. And if you have the time, highly recommend you check it out. You know, that perspective, you know, is something that people pretty much don't get. You know, most people that do interviews, including us, we only get PR guys. We actually got to do the designs and stuff. You know, he talked a lot about it, so that was good. So, and if you can follow me on Instagram, 345. I'm on Plastic and Paint. I'm on A.C.B.A. page. I'm fucking everywhere. So catch me there.
Catch me outside.
How about that?
How about that? What do you call it? You can catch me on the Plastic and Paint page, trolling everybody. You can catch me on Instagram at Concise the Artist. You can catch me on 3rd and Broadway. Ask for Jermaine. And that's it. I'm out.
As Rick Dom said, you could check out Julian Oresca's interview on the Important Action channel on YouTube. There isn't really much more to say about it. If you're a fan of robots, Chogokin, all that, you know, the vintage, super robot, real robot, doesn't matter, Macross, Gundam, Shin-Getter, Mazinger Z, all that stuff, we talk about it. Especially if you're a Macross fan, then definitely you'll want to check it out. I will also be
we talked to Power Rangers Orgs as well with him.
Oh, if you're also if you're planning to buy, he was one of the head designers on the Daizujin, which is the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Megazord.
Whose phone is that?
And that's
Emiya's.
Anyways, and he was also one of the main designers of the SOC Go Line as well, which is the Voltron in the United States. We also talk about the process of that as well. It is almost 3 hours long. I would even argue to say that this is probably, although I am this is probably the best toy interview you can find online, period, in any capacity.
I completely agree. The interview was unreal.
Yeah.
It was 3 hours, but for us sitting there, I kid you not, all three of us, we sat there and we were like, fuck, it didn't feel like it was 3 hours. It felt like it was 30 minutes.
Yeah, and I will also be at the next weekend. At this time, I will be at the 10th anniversary Tamashi Nations event in New York City. So definitely will be there, guys. I will be there. So if you guys see me, make sure you know, say hello, whatever.
Yeah, I'll be there too.
I will be there to, you know, do all the coverage. I'm going to be doing also some special exclusive interviews with a couple of designers. There, possibly from the Dragon Ball Z SHF line. Again, also with Julian, and also all my usual stuff. I'll have a lot more insight that is not going to be available anywhere else. So you guys are definitely going to want to check out the channel. So if you guys don't already, my channel is Import in Action in YouTube. You can follow Rick Dom as RickDom2345 on Instagram. I'm Starlock on Instagram. And you can follow us on JPIA TV The Live Facebook on Facebook. So that is all.
Man, Emiya's energy makes me feel better as a human being. That was awesome.
All right, we out of here. I think we're right at the top of the hour. And until next week, thanks for tuning in, guys. And as always, rate, comment, and subscribe. And thank you to those 3 or 4 people that thumbs down the video every single week.
Haters build us up.
All right, we out of here. Peace.